Oh, hey, Bro Plata Nation. How are you guys? I'm at the hospital. This is Tuesday the 20th. I did a set at a comedy club and felt like garbage while I was doing it. I even said on stage, if I keel over and pass out, it's not a bit. I even made a joke about possibly dying in front of the audience. Not dying like sucking a comedy, but like physically actually dying. Then afterwards, my buddies were like, dude, you need to go to the hospital. So they drove me to the hospital. I'm doing all right now. Still doing some more tests. Am I okay? Am I still alive? How am I doing now? I don't know. Stay tuned and find out, everybody. Hit the intro.
Bro Plata. Bro Plata. Where black people and white people talk nonsense. Listen, we have you on because every other episode we just talk at each other. So, you can talk as much as you want. It's fine.
All right.
As long as if Ray doesn't have to talk and doesn't have to steer the ship off the road like he usually does.
Yep.
Then it's good. Yeah.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
There you go. Yeah, you can have it. Good, because we drive it straight into a volcano usually. So,
Except for that's the heart, Tim. And that can never be mended. You know that. The heart always breaks.
Nah, dude, one of your girlfriends take care of that for you.
Oh.
No, they usually go, well, thank you for the free meal. Have a good day, sir.
Ray is a 60-year-old man in a 30-year-old's body.
I am, yeah.
If anyone doesn't know.
Nice.
His references are like way older than they should be for someone his age.
Oh, you know,
Yeah.
I would love to see that fight. And I would be rooting for Greg Hardy the entire time. Funny thing, if you've ever wanted to see me in pain at any point that we've been hanging out, today's your day.
Ray, they see you in pain every time you do a set.
This is true.
Damn.
Yeah. So Thomas has seen it and Tim's never seen it.
No,
It was basically if Mortal Kombat was a shitty like Saturday morning cartoon. Like
Yeah, exactly.
they had like they had a Native American character on there. They had they had the street tough black guy. Like they had all the stereotypes. WMAC masters.
There it is.
It's
Yeah.
such a.
so you're
cool
saying it
show.
doesn't hold up? Is that what you're trying to
It
say?
does not at all.
It doesn't look fit full, Ray. Let me see that glass. No, Ray, top it off.
This is like goddamn amazing.
You got
No, I just want you to follow the rules. What happens if you don't follow the rules? The wheel gets you back again.
This is true.
Why don't you two fight each other? There you go.
Talked about it.
I've been
We've
thinking
talked
that,
about
but
it.
I didn't want to say anything.
We have talked about
I'm
this
still at a
for
shit.
years,
I can't
man.
fight anybody right now.
I
probably
am
lose to a
so
9-year-old right
down.
now.
I will meet him at a weight. I don't care if I have to gain weight to fucking fight Tim, but it would mostly be like it would be a rolling match in the cage.
Pretty
like
much.
somebody would take someone down.
What's crazy is out of all of us, Tim looks like he's most likely to be the wrestling fan.
I see so many fucking guys who look like Tim Danko at AIW shows. It's not even funny. And I love I see him, I'm like, I want to buy him a shot, but it's not Tim, and I get sad.
Yeah, and this kid's going to be a star, obviously. And that's what they wanted to happen. They want him to get a big win in London. They're hoping that was going to happen. I mean, did they give him somebody they think he could beat? Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like Vargas isn't tough. Vargas is a tough guy. And yeah, Pimblett was a big favorite. But that's what they wanted to happen. They want this kid to be one of their next big stars, especially in the lightweight division. And now he's won two fights, one by knockout, right, and one by submission. So now he's going to fight somebody tough. And that division's super stacked. So there's tons of people he could fight. Before you put me on, I'm screaming at my microphone because you didn't put me on. I'm like, she's Mexican, you racist asshole.
I don't know
Spanish, you monster.
How
You
am I
didn't put me on because you wouldn't talk wrestling.
He
I only had one fight. He had two fights, but my one fight lasted longer than his two fights combined by like a lot. I think both of his fights were inside of a minute.
And how did your fight end, Tim?
I got TKO'd in the second round. And there's a lot of guys, strikers that have just became fantastic at takedown defense. I mean, Anderson Silva was good at it. Like Junior Santos was good at it. I mean, those are just the first two I think of. But there's been a lot that, I mean, if you're a striker like that, you have to have good takedown defense. There's been a lot of guys who have great takedown defense, and he's one of them. However, I mean, Robert Whittaker is a striker first. He's not a wrestler, and however, neither really is Cannoneer. Maybe a little bit more, but I don't really expect Cannoneer to fight him that way. I'm excited to see that fight, though. I don't expect Izzy to lose at all, but I like Cannoneer a lot, and he's a tough guy, so I'll definitely watch that fight. But if either of us touch the other one's liver, we'll die, Ray.
Probably. That'd be fun. I want to be the first MMA death of like a true amateur, where it's like the worst fight ever. How
bad would it be if you got
MMA fight, bro?
Killed in the cage. You got killed in the cage by me.
Yes.
His liver exploded.
And with that, we're live. Tim. Tim is dressed like Mick Foley. I look like a casual white belt. It is the Halloween episode of Bro Plata. Halloween falling on a Monday this year, so we're not going to do a Tuesday show. So we're doing it a week early. We encourage you, as always, please do this. Thumbs up, subscribe, beat the bell icon.
You look like a fake black belt right now. Is what you look like. You look like one of those guys that says they're a black belt, although they know nothing about about anything.
I have no idea. I learned an ashy garami. I don't know what that really is. But I tried it. Hurt my back.
No one's here. Does that mean all right? So let's go through all the fights really fast when no one's here. And then if they want to talk about it later, we already fucking talk about that, man.
We do that every episode.
But usually there's people. There's no people. You know why? Because we fucking Casey Jones got everybody together and said, fuck these guys. They won't let us say the N-word in the chat. We're done. That's the only reason he was here, apparently, is to drop N-bombs on a show with a black guy on it.
Probably. Not going to lie on that.
I want him back. Well, okay, so I have to do 5 shots of tequila. Here's the thing about that. I didn't need to get bourbon, so I didn't go to the liquor store. However, I had enough in my bottle to be like, maybe I have enough. So I just poured 1 shot out. I'm about to do. I have that much left. I might be able to get 5. If I don't get 5, then I'll finish them on next week. But
okay,
I'm still on antibiotics, and I'm finally getting this sickness that my whole family had. I was in a car Saturday with 6 people, and 5 of them were coughing.
Oh,
so
that's
my mind's been sick, so I'm like, it's coming eventually. I can feel it. It's coming. It's about here. I'm about to lose my voice. But
great.
Oh yeah, if anyone's wondering, I didn't die at the hospital.
Well, we would hope not.
Is that all you gotta say?
Yeah. I don't want you to die, my friend.
I don't want to either. I think it's really impressive that I did 10 minutes when I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I didn't do great. Like, I should honestly, the other guys had better sets than me, but I sweating so hard, and I honestly thought I was gonna die, and I kept talking about it. But I didn't die. I didn't bomb. I did fine, but I should have done better. But I feel like I would have had a better set if I didn't feel like I was dying. But those guys are both really funny. Marty and Zach are really funny. So.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me. I'm not going to do the contest again though, because fuck that. That's stupid. I almost died.
I am actually doing it. I'm gonna be doing that
Lord Thoven up
Thursday. They're redoing the contest, and apparently I drew the 27th of October. So that's fun.
Oh, against who?
I don't know yet. Haven't found out. And yes, Pulse, it's packed in the chat right now. It's completely packed. We're here.
A little bummed about it, man, because, you know, Ray was giving me shit all week. He's like, we need to talk about fights right at the top. I'm like, fuck you, Ray. I can do what I want. He's like, well, we need to talk about fights right away when people are in the chat. When there's no one in the chat.
Well, now there's people in the chat. There's more people coming in. So us talking about Cleveland Browns football when nobody gives a fuck about a losing team.
That's all that matters.
That shouldn't be what all matters.
Yes, it is. What I want to talk about is all that matters, or else I wouldn't be doing this.
Lies.
No, I'm going to take my first shot. Fuck this shit.
Okay, you take that first shot. I'm going to put you on thing. Before you do that, I need to show this. All right, Tim is taking his first shot. We have the tequila tally from this past weekend. Tim is our biggest loser of the week or of the month. He has 5 shots to do total. He's done 1 so far. He had Carol Rosa and obviously Charlie Olives. We'll get to that in a minute here. Got dominated by Islam Makhachev.
Well, I mean, he got beaten, he got finished, but I mean, it's not like dominated. Like there was a domination. The fight before that was a domination.
Yes, agreed.
I mean, he beat him and he beat him well, but I'm like, domination is not the word you use.
Pop shoulder and all, just domination on it. We'll talk about that as well in a hot minute. Thomas, who is not here, he'll be late. He has 1 shot to do. He had Mateusz Gamrot as his loss, and I borderline mysticist psychic. I called it last week. I called Sean O'Malley, which we will get to in a hot minute, winning against Petr Yan.
You are so annoying because just one time you not knowing anything works out for you. Like one time, your ignorance worked out for you one time because it's sports and that happens sometimes. That's like when the lady wins the Office NCAA bracket poll, who's never heard of it, goes by mascots. That's because sports are weird. But this one time, your ignorance worked for you, and you're like, I'm a psychic now.
No,
it took some shady judging to do it too. I watched that fight twice more today.
Okay.
I watched it twice before I came on because when I first watched it, my first thought was, this is the worst decision I've ever seen. So watching it the second time, I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not as bad. It's not the worst decision I've ever seen. It's still not great, though. I watched the first round like 3 times in a row because that was the big money round. And I don't see any way O'Malley won that first round. So I
really
100%. So I think they got it wrong for sure. It's like I said, I've seen worse decisions, and the biggest takeaway is, hey, look, O'Malley actually could fight with the dude, which I was surprised at that. I was surprised he was even a close fight. He obviously can fight with these guys. His personality and his fame level got him to jump like 8 guys, but he fought with them. So, at least he did that. It sucks when guys get those fights and then they get their asses kicked. That didn't happen. He looked fantastic. And it was close enough for don't pitch that much because it was pretty close. I still think they got it wrong, but I've seen a lot worse decisions.
Yeah, agreed. I was getting ready to have 2 shots put to my number. I really did. I thought Petr Yan won that fight without a shadow of a doubt. And then once the announcement was made, I marching band walked through my friend's house singing 1 shot for me. That's 1 shot for me. I was amazed. I was baffled, but also, and I mean,
Everybody
cards.
was. Dude, O'Malley was.
Yeah.
He's even like, I guess I'll have to watch it because he didn't even think he won the fight.
Yeah. And to be honest,
only in Abu Dhabi can you get taken down that many times, and the judges are like, man, whatever.
My one buddy thinks Dana got in their ear and we're like, just it's that close. Just give it to O'Malley.
Dude, it's going to make him more money than Aljo. We'll make him more money. Aljo Yan 3 or Aljo and O'Malley?
Aljo and O'Malley.
Listen, go ahead.
Or Cejudo versus O'Malley if he beats Aljo.
They keep saying that they're not going to give Cejudo a title shot because his name isn't George St. Pierre. He's retired, but he can't come back and have a title shot, is what they said. But forgetting that they did that shit for George St. Pierre. Like, what's the difference? Yeah. He had more titles. Cejudo did. Or in these 2 different weight classes. He's the man. He deserves it. If he wants to come back and fight Volkanovski or Aljo or O'Malley, let him fight whoever the fuck he wants, man. He's a triple champ. He's the man. And listen, everybody assumed when he retired that he was just taking a hiatus for a year or 2 and he'd be back. I don't think anybody thought it was going to be a hard retiring. I rarely think anybody hard retires unless they're like 40 years old and not really that good. Like, I don't expect Roxanne Modafferi to come back, right? That would make sense. But when you sent me the story about Kevin Holland saying he retired, I put 0 faith in it.
Yeah,
I'm like, no way. I'm like, no, he's not retired. I'm like, I don't know. It's just a ploy to get more money because 2 days later they announced he's fighting Wonder Boy, which is cool. I'm excited to see
it's money. That's a big money fight for him. I mean, that's going to draw some eyes.
I know
because it's Wonder Boy.
Yeah, we definitely. That's a great stylistic matchup. I know for a fact we talked about that before, like a while ago. About oh man, like Holland and Wonder Boy would be fun.
Yes.
And honestly, at the time, I didn't think Holland would have a shot. Now I think it's going to be real close.
It
I don't know
could-
how. I know Wonder Boy. He's getting older. I mean, he's still karate master, right? And that's what the fight's going to be, unless Holland's going to be a dick and decide to just wrestle fuck him. Well, what did the fake Danhausen said? Why does some Mahka chef look like an Eastern European EMD fan in the thumbnail? Oh, because we thought it was funny. Listen, I am actually really proud of this name of this episode.
Yes.
It's really dumb. When I thought about it, I laughed to myself really, really hard. Out loud, audibly laughed really hard.
I was kind of depressed that when you sent it to me yesterday and like kind of just having a day at work, and all of a sudden you send me Mahka, Flahka, Flame, and I'm like, we have an episode. We have an episode, everyone.
Like I knew how dumb it was, but it was still really funny. And it's kind of, and you know what? Good Photoshop job by you, by the way.
I know.
It looks like a Korn tribute band.
Yeah, it does. It's like
I agree, Pauls.
I don't think it was a robbery. Maz even said he didn't think it was a robbery. It was close.
Well, listen, I mean, you call it a robbery if you thought that they got it wrong at all. I mean, like I said, there's a lot worse fights. What was it? Who did Holm lose to? A couple. That was one of the worst ones in a while. But this one, because it was such a big stage and everything, and Jan's the number one guy, and they say it's the number one contender fight. It really sucks that it looks like they didn't get it right.
It does.
Also, that's one of those. I feel like all number one contender fights. If you say this is a number one contender fight, the guy who wins this fight is going to fight for the title. If you're throwing 5-round fights out there, to make that a 5-round fight, that should have been a 5-round fight. I would love to see him run it back as a 5-round fight before they do anything else. They won't, but I'd like to see that.
John showing his age. Really okay rapper. Not great.
I don't know much about him other than his name.
This doesn't surprise me, especially where they were at. He just got.
Rick, why do you think everyone is a religious extremist? You think the worst in everyone. You thought that Darius was going to get mugged out of the cage.
Well, he did it in Saudi Arabia, dude.
Just because he was
getting booed at one
everyone
point.
Is.
He was. Plus, who got fucking? Wasn't it? Fucking. What's his name? Didn't Charles get attacked by somebody on the way to the cage during his walkout? I think some fan tried to punch him or something on the way out.
Alcohol in the UAE, right? Yeah, no, they do.
They can do it on that island, I believe they can. Because anything within city limits, you'll get beheaded or stoned.
No, that's Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
UAE is
still.
I know it's a low bar, but much more progressive than like Saudi Arabia.
We'll get to that question after we talk.
I have no interest in going to Saudi Arabia. I like to go to the UAE. What was the question?
Who's the greatest movie villain of all movie villain ever? That's a lot. So we'll have some time to think about it after we talk about the fights. And this is Pulse's answer. Says the T-1000 or T-100 from Terminator 2. I mean, he played a great racist in Peacemaker. I will say that. But jeez, I don't know.
Man, I'm just gonna drive me nuts. Honestly, I don't know. It's probably some racist from like a Civil War movie or something. Honestly, like I don't know who's the slavers. Paul Giamatti in 12 Years a Slave.
Oh God. Okay.
Like I don't know. There's a lot of good ones. I don't know who else. I mean, all the Jokers, most of the Jokers, almost all the Jokers were pretty solid.
Jack Nicholson though is the best.
I don't know. I just watched that Batman the other day. Last week I watched it.
This town needs an enemy.
It's a completely different tone, you know. I mean, but
it's camp.
Even though they technically played the same character, I think what Nicholson did and what Ledger did are like apples and oranges.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
I loved Heath Ledger. Dark Knight. It was great. Also, Cesar Romero is a great Joker too, but it's also a different movie, you know. And like Dark Knight and and the Tim Burton Batman are completely different movies too. So. Anyway, I don't know who else. There's a lot of good ones, man. I don't know. Top of my head, I can't really think of any right now.
Thank you, Pulse. He understands. Jack over Heath Ledger.
And
Fuck
I
yeah.
think it's a push. And what's he? Mark Strong in about every movie he's ever been in.
Tom Sizemore.
He's a really good villain in everything. Mark Strong, most things. I think he was a good guy in Kingsman. That's about it. In that Grimsby movie. That's about it. Everything else, he's a bad guy. It's gonna hit me later. If I think about it this week, I'll write it down. I'll come back next. Maybe I'll make a list.
Yeah.
Definitive list. Like I did with the one hit wonders, the best movie villains. Because I know there's someone forgetting about that I gotta go back and think about.
Oh man, this weekend, these fights, and Ma said it best yesterday afternoon on the show, or the afternoon show.
Good morning, Glendale.
Good morning, Glendale. Prelims I went back and watched the prelims. That's number 2. 3 more to go for Mr. Danko.
I don't know if I have 3 left in there. Hope I don't. I don't want to do 5.
Well, sir, I don't want to accept any cookies. Eat my ass.
Would you accept cookies if they ate your ass? Like someone knocked on your door, like, "Hi, I'm from UFC. I'm here to eat your ass."
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
If it was from the UFC's tech team, and
they don't tell you who it's going to be either. It's probably a dude. It's a tech
I don't care if it's Daryl from accounting.
It
I don't
probably
give
is.
a fuck.
Probably is. But everyone knows Daryl in accounting's got that good tongue, that thick tongue. Right now.
Tom Sizemore actually did have a sex tape leak. Probably in the early.
Brady
2000s.
Sizemore had a sex tape?
Tom Sizemore, the actor. One of the best actors of the 90s nobody knows about is Tom fucking Sizemore.
He played a mob guy like in every other movie, right? And like,
oh yeah.
And he was in Dark Knight, wasn't he? Or no, what am I thinking of? Oh, shit.
Yeah, Tom Sizemore he was the bad guy.
I'm thinking the accountant he was in, I think.
Yes.
Anyway, he's been in a lot of things, but
yeah, let's discuss a little bit about these fights, because
I thought we were just doing that. I felt like we were already doing it.
We were, but I wanted to bring up
let's
the
continue doing what we are already doing.
We can go down.
That's like somebody telling you, "Hey, you know what? You should try to get in shape," when you've already been going to the gym for a week, and then you lose weight. Like, "Hey, I told you, man, right? You listened to me finally, right?" And like, "You asshole! I was already doing it." Don't you hate that? I hate that. I will stop doing something if someone suggests it to me after I started doing it already.
You shouldn't work out ever again, Tim. You shouldn't work out ever again. Ever. You sit where you're at.
I hate every single second of it. That's why I haven't done it. Why I haven't started.
I was trying reverse psychology there. I'm
aware of what you're doing, but you know what's weird? When you say, "Hey man, you need to get in shape, I'm worried about you." Like when Alan, who's been on the show, says that to me, I'm like, "Oh, thanks, man." I feel when you say it, I'm like, "Fuck Ray." Fuck Ray. I don't know why. It's not fair. I don't know why.
It's not. I'm looking out
how
for
I feel
you.
when you say it. I'm like, "Fuck you." If Alan's like, I'm like, he's probably right. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe because you're the kind of guy that would snort Tylenol while bombing a beer. Maybe that's what.
No, I don't. Nothing goes up this schnoz at all. I learned that with a marble at 6. So.
Well, you didn't crush it up, Ray.
I know. I just pushed it up there and got kind of stretched my nostril.
It's been there ever since.
No, I got it out. It took like 4 hours.
When he was 31.
I was 28.
Okay.
And was doing acid. All right.
What does acid have to do with it?
Sometimes you just.
This show sucks. Moving on.
All right. Let's talk about the main event of the evening. Kind of, but we didn't really hop on it. Fine. We got to talk about the fact that Islam has hands. I thought he
has hands because he can grapple. It's one of those things that the threat of the takedown opens your strikes up, right?
Yeah.
He does have decent hands. I'm not saying he doesn't, but that's the main thing. Like if he didn't have the takedown ability, it wouldn't seem like he was that decent of a striker. Yeah. He's okay, but because he's the threat of a takedown, that always opens people up. That said, after I saw the decision in the Jan O'Malley fight, I was thinking, oh shit, Islam has to finish him. Yeah. Apparently, they're not giving anybody shit credit for takedowns or anything. So I'm like, he's going to have to finish him if he wants to win this fight. Like, Oliveira is going to be on his back for 5 rounds and win a decision. So I thought was going to happen. But
Yeah.
second round, he caught him, he dropped him, and got his big old hairy arms around his neck before Oliveira even knew what the hell was happening.
Yeah,
And
that
at
head
that point, he was already in. It was already in tight, and he squeezed hard, and he couldn't really do anything about it. Because he rocked him enough that he was able to get that choke in before he even knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, that head and arm triangle was sick as fuck. He just flipped in, and it was good. I liked it. I was, especially when he stepped over. I'm like, fuck, it's in. But Islam, I've said it many times in the show.
Dude.
Love the man, hate the religion. Great human being,
What
humble as fuck.
You bigot.
What?
Bigot. You're a bigot.
I'm not.
You just said you hate Islam.
Yeah.
So that makes you bigot.
Not really. I also
you need to stop listening to
but-
Kumia. All right, moving on.
I also hate Christianity, so
Bigot.
whatever.
Bigot.
Catholicism, same feeling as Islam. They're all hated equally, sir.
Bigot.
All hated.
This
equally.
Catholicism, they like say, you know what? Let's get drunk every once in a while. Let's drink some wine at church.
That's another reason why I don't like Islam. Is like you don't let your people drink. Like what? No earthly pleasures whatsoever. Like, you cover your women up in bee suits. It's like,
Good look for some of them.
I mean, to be
We're gonna
honest,
get you a fucking bee suit, Ray. Put you in that. Can you just wear one of those?
You'd be depriving the world of
your Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. I know.
My beauty. Okay.
Ray dressed up for Halloween as Jeffrey Dahmer. Everybody.
I did not.
It looks like you did.
I didn't at all.
You should have just shaved to a mustache. Would have been perfect.
No, I don't.
That's all you'd have to do. That's all you'd have to do with those glasses. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, but my mustache is better than his.
Like, how many episodes of that show did you watch before you're like, fuck, my glasses are exactly the same? Like,
no, as soon as I knew that they were making a Jeffrey Dahmer thing and I forgot about it, I had no qualms that my glasses were going to be fucked with at all. And it pissed me off because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like I paid $99 for these. I liked them.
You should have known, man. Also, you should listen. You should have. If you
I don't
would have
follow
sent me
modern culture.
If you would have sent me a picture, and be like, "Should I get these glasses?" I would laugh so hard and be like, "No, no, 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 no." It was probably the last pair I would have picked for you.
No, these were. I always liked these style of glasses. My grandfather had them.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you also like cutting dudes up and all that shit.
No, because I do blood
brushing
scares
your mustache. Hey, Brewster, where you been, buddy?
Good to see you, Brewster. We're talking about the fights we're about to get into.
Also, Ray just his pedophile glasses.
Would you stop it?
Yeah, when you get unpedophile-like glasses.
No. These are my glasses forever.
I refuse to not look like a pedophile. Okay? This is choice, I guess. As long as he knows.
Says the guy that like looks like he drives the creeper van. Like the raper wagon is yours.
No.
Yeah.
No, because I have to get up, in the van. It sounds like a pain in the ass. I just like to slide in and out of my car. I like a compact. Not even, and I can't even have candy around me because I don't eat it, and my blood sugar will go through the roof. So I don't have fucking candy in a van, motherfucker. And I can't afford that gas. Can't afford gas in a van. No, apparently not. Casey says if he can't freely say the N-word in this chat, then he doesn't want any part of it, I guess.
So. Don't say the N-word, homie. I don't. And again, Thomas co-signed on it. So
wait, do we know that he's white? We don't.
No.
What if Pulse said it? Would you care?
I mean, is Pulse black?
I believe so. Yeah.
Then yes. But
you
if Casey, who lives in Utah, is white as fuck,
you don't know that. We don't know what he looks like.
I
mean, listen, I think he is too, but we don't know that. Just saying. You're telling
Thomas is here. Yeah.
Ray's out here telling black people they can't use the N-word.
We don't know if Casey's black, bro.
Exactly.
What happened? Is Casey coming back?
No, he's not because he's black and we didn't know.
He's not black.
We don't know that.
I don't buy it. Number 3 for Tim Danko. Thomas and I have one shot of tequila each. The wheel finally the wheel finally came around and realized Tim needed a day.
What? I've had like the last couple ago. I had
Oh, he
five.
had a rough couple of passages.
I had to do
Yeah.
5 a couple
Not
ago
rough enough.
because you didn't show up. You didn't bother to showing up when I had to do 5. And I did all 5 before Brogan came on, and I had to do the interview by myself because Ray doesn't care about anyone other than Ray.
And I think it was it was recent.
Sorry, Ray, I'm going really hard in the paint on you today. I'm sorry. I don't really know why.
It was.
I mean, listen,
recent
I will
that,
say this. I'm sorry, Thomas. Real quick, I was gonna say you should have consulted me before you got the glasses. But I'm just all right. Moving on.
It was recent that like Tim had to do like a bunch of shots. I thought it was like in the last month or so he had to go hard in the paint.
It was whenever we had Brogan on last. I had to do 5. I know that.
I thought you had to do more than that. I thought you had like 6 one time.
Oh, I did have 6 one time. No, listen, we've all pretty much gotten. We haven't counted, and I think next year we have to make a count for the year.
Yes,
because I feel like we're all pretty even. I think maybe Thomas might be a couple ahead, but like not by a lot.
And a hospital visit. Well, no, Tim's got the hospital visit recently to even.
Anyway, you missed my cold open video, Tom. This is me in a hospital bed.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he texted me on the day after and was like, "Hey, I'm headed to the hospital." I'm like, "What? What?"
That was Thursday. I was already there when I texted you. Actually, I think I texted you a couple times before I told you I was there. Like I was there for like 6 hours.
Oh God.
Because I'm fine, but I got a migraine while I was there, and they knew I had to drive an hour home, so they wouldn't let me leave until they figured the migraine out. So which is good because they gave me a bunch of migraine stuff and even put me in an oxygen mask. So like, see if this helps. And I think I fell asleep. And I probably had the best 10 minutes of sleep I've had in a year and a half. So
I want to take you to an oxygen bar in Vegas and see if you pass out. That would be hilarious.
No, dude, I'll probably be ripping probably. Be like you gave me cocaine.
What the hell is an oxygen bar?
There are these things that have like different flavored oxygen that you can like pay $30 and sit and like inhale.
Right. You sit next to Woody Harrelson while you listen to the Spin Doctors and you just inhale oxygen.
That's nitrous, Tim. We do that once a year, okay? When Woody invites us over.
Woody had an oxygen bar. That was the joke.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. There's Ray stepping on the jokes now.
Well, I mean,
hold on for a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
What does it say? A lot of what does that mean?
A lot of M. I'd like a moment to apologize. Absolutely no one. What's M?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Molly? Please, if you have Molly, just message me on my my thing.
He's in Vegas.
Yeah.
When we going to Vegas, Ray? We keep talking about this. Listen, if we don't go to Vegas soon, I'm moving my money to going to Chicago in July. That'd be cheaper anyway.
What?
Guards are playing at Wrigley.
Oh, that would be nice.
4th of July weekend.
Really?
Yeah. So, and plus, I mean, the cheapest place for us to fly anywhere in the state of Ohio is to Chicago because there's so many flights.
Let's say it's 45 minutes. Like it's not. It's not that long.
Yeah,
of a flight.
I mean, still expensive for a couple years ago. It would have been pre-COVID. It would have been cheap, but like now it's like less than $200, which is pretty good. So it'd be cheaper than driving. So
yeah.
Which is like an 8-hour drive, but I'd rather just fly and take an Uber places. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. I'll probably have to go by myself.
I mean, if it's 4th of July weekend and we fly in and fly out next day, I'd be down.
Yeah, or like one day. I could do next day. It depends.
Yeah, because I have that. When's 4th of July this year?
It's not like a Tuesday. So I mean, the series is the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd, and it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, then I wouldn't be able to do that. It's during my busy season. I don't take vacation time during that. That's all the money I blow.
Oh, then we're gonna have to go to Vegas.
Yes, Vegas, baby,
and go see Bat Out of Hell. Oh, I want to see him so bad.
No.
Yes,
you can't go nowhere just yet. No.
Oh God, he's like, let me down, Daddy. Why are you doing that?
Cause we got an emergency in the kitchen that he can't get down.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
nah. He's got to stay with me.
Did the pot fall over? Oh god.
No, we had okay, Bruno. Whoa.
I hear something.
It's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
It's a,
So
apparently
he's
scared
going,
the cat.
Sounds like a power
pretty
drill.
much.
He's up
Oh,
on curtains like a cartoon. Just
Right.
Oh my god.
He's
Hey,
not
Thomas,
coming this way, bro.
Thomas,
Yes.
I sent you in the message the UFC card link. I think it was one of the last ones I sent you. Sent you a lot of shit over the week.
Yes,
just because
you did. One day at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm trying to sleep.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I should put it in the group chat. I know, but immediately I'm like, oh my god, I have to send this. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And we will talk about the Benil Dariush Octagon interview in a hot minute because I want to talk about that.
We're going to talk about Jesus. Finally, we've been trying 167 ish.
No forget Jesus.
167 episodes to try to get Ray in touch with the Lord, and finally we did it.
I've been in touch with the Lord. Really didn't like what I hear. I just
You're hearing the wrong stuff, buddy.
no, I'm hearing the right stuff by the wrong people. That's what it is. But you can go down to Aljo.
All the right stuff, John Glenn.
Well, we go check out, by the way, if you haven't ever checked out our episode, Aldo Right Moves, which was a great episode, I think.
It was like a year ago.
I know, but it's still a good episode.
Why? What happened?
It's just us. We are the best.
That's not true. So
we be the best.
It's probably garbage like every other episode.
Pretty much. I want to talk about this fight, especially. We talked about Sean O'Malley versus Peter Yan at the top of the show, but Sterling, in my opinion, getting lucky with TJ being dumb and not telling the commission about his shoulder injury.
Well, it was a whole lot easier than it would have been for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually surprised TJ being TJ, they didn't come out with a fucking cyborg arm that he had surgically installed to replace his shoulder. Going to Panama, getting his fucking stem cells shot in it. You're allowed to do that. But some kind of robotics. Going to MIT, getting a robotic shoulder for this fight. Sounds like something TJ would do. But he didn't. And listen, he wasn't going to beat Aljamain Sterling with one arm. No one is.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's no one that can beat that guy with one arm. So
yeah,
there's no one that can beat a lot of guys in the UFC with one arm, but especially the champ. But it was weird that I almost want to say good for him for taking the fight, but you see the fight and what happened, you're like, you shouldn't have been fighting. You should have just
he should have called it off.
Long time ago. Yeah. Long time ago, so they can give it to somebody else.
He should have called it off because he after watching it, because I didn't watch it when it happened, but after watching it and seeing that when his shoulder popped out so easy twice.
He couldn't even throw it before it popped out. So like, did he need to show money that bad? He's gonna, I don't know. Like he should have. I mean, it would have sucked if he did it this week. Said, "Oh, I'm not fighting this week," but he said it's been happening all camp. So if he would have realized that, I don't know, does he need surgery on it? Probably. So if he would have realized that at the beginning of the camp, or he did realize that, he should have just gotten the surgery and said, I can't fight, so someone else could fight. I mean, it was bad. A lot of times, like, okay, good for you for fighting on a little bit of an injury because you want to keep the fight going. You want the fans to have the fight. But he had nothing for him, nothing at all. So I'm like, why do we?
Yeah, it was a wasted opportunity for somebody that really deserved it. And even he apologized in his post-fight interview in the Octagon of holding up the division for a year, which he did. We've been talking about, this could have been the third fight between Aljo and Jan, or even I believe it was Benil Dariush is 135, right?
No, he's 155. Where the hell have you been? Okay, Ray, not allowed to talk about MMA for the rest of the show. Well, that's
okay. Pausing my mic. I can't really talk. I don't know what's going on. Well, I can't hear you.
Again, this fucking guy.
But no, yeah, Aljamain Sterling. This would have been a way different fight, obviously, with the shoulder. And Thomas, I have in the brand a picture of TJ. It should be labeled shoulder shaw on there. And this was an Instagram picture that was brought up that TJ posted, and you can definitely see that there's a nice little bump on
shorts. What?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at that alpha. He is.
I'm not looking at that man's shorts. That's not how I roll.
Look at it.
Weird pattern.
Take
What
it
is
in. So it looks just like an anaconda in a bag. How is that possible?
Oh, that's yours?
But obviously, with his shoulder being the way it was, I mean, you can tell the bumps there, and something's a little off with it compared to the left or the right shoulder. And he looks like a GTA character. Right?
So here's a question: is this embarrassing for him? I say yes, and this is why. I mean, not just because he got his ass beat. We know he got his ass beat because he wasn't going to be able to beat him with one arm, right? But it's embarrassing because he made this really dumb decision. And not just him, Dwayne Ludwig, all his coaches that said, okay, yeah, let's do this. When you know there was no fuck. I mean, if it was popping out that often and that easily, then you know you can't fucking fight. What are you doing, man? You telling me he doesn't have any money banked from his last fights? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he didn't need the fight for the money. Could have waited.
I mean,
listen, if he was going bankrupt and needed the paycheck, then it's different.
You can take this down, by the way, Thomas. It's too sexy for me.
No, because you're looking at his peanut. That's what
I'm saying. It's too sexy for me. I'm getting the vapors.
Looking at his peanut.
No.
Take that. So anyway, so it looks like possibly it's going to possibly what they're saying be O'Malley and Sterling. So that'll be fun. It's funny because Sterling's really not getting much respect as a champion, but although he has defended his belt twice now.
Yeah.
So
and both times have been pretty dominant performances. I mean, he beat up Petr Yan in that rematch, didn't he?
That was close as fuck. You remember that fight?
Was it the first? I know. I thought it was
the first fight. Yan was beating him up. Then the illegal knee. The second one was close as fuck.
I don't remember.
I think they got it right, but it was real close. He didn't beat his ass. I mean, listen, back and forth fights, they both get beat up, but I'm saying it was very close, that fight.
I thought he was dominating.
I feel like you don't remember, which is fine. Just don't lie about it.
I get alcohol in the brain. It's called wet brain, son.
Were you born that way? It seems like you.
I mean, my dad was Polish, so it kind of transfers.
Like,
English, French, Canadian, and
what is
Welsh.
The baby wants yogurt today, washed down with a beer bomb. Here we go.
I mean, there were a couple of times Jack Daniels was put in my bottle to go to sleep. I guarantee you. Old school ways of doing things. But yeah, fight of the night.
I like the new school way, which is put a little Vicodin in there. That's the new school way.
Put some fentanyl. Yeah, fentanyl, he'll just sleep. He'll sleep good. It's fine. Just sprinkle a little bit. Not much.
It's in all the candy now, everybody.
Pause it and we'll start it back up.
Candy colored fentanyl. Yeah.
No, my mother and my sister-in-law have been talking about that. I'm like, that hasn't happened anywhere, right?
Not yet. Could happen.
It could happen that you get cocaine in your candy too. But that could have happened in the 80s when everybody had cocaine.
Yeah, but no, but do you know the price of a bag of cocaine back then?
Fentanyl too.
Fentanyl, fentanyl is fairly regular, like new. I think, like unless outside of maybe elephant tranquilizers, but that's about it. Go down past Petr Yan and Sean O'Malley. We already talked about that.
I think that fight was a sham.
Really?
Yep.
No, go back. We'll discuss this since we have your POV here. What? Okay, all right. Yeah, why do you think it was a sham?
I thought Yan won decidingly. O'Malley is just the pretty boy that they're trying to put out there, like the whole Brock.
It's a conspiracy.
Fixed.
It is. It was fixed. It was fucking fixed. There's no way that dude beat Jan.
Well, here's the one thing though: they're fixing a fight against a Russian in Abu Dhabi. Unlikely, right? So I on like most of the conspiracy theories. I'm like that. No, let's not have. Come on, it's a professional sporting organization. I'm not gonna pull that shit. The one that I was like, was that last one with Shemaev missing weight by like 10 pounds, and then okay. Yeah, that's the one that I'm like, there's no, and also because Dana got so pissed when Shaw brought it up. Someone asked him about it, and he got so pissed. I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know. I feel it's one of, you know what? Who had a, believe it or not, had an actually funny bit about it was actually Shaw. I actually saw it, and it's one thing that he made me laugh.
Oh yeah.
Because he's like, if it isn't true, then why'd you get so upset about it? He's like the one. It's like the one friend that is like you're driving in a car together and someone drives by, rolls down the window, and calls you a fag. Like your one friend's like, "Let's fucking kick their asses." Like, what? Why does that matter, man? What do you care? Your one friend's like, "You called us a fag. Let's beat the fuck out of him." I'm like, what? Why are you so mad? That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, I've met
He does.
many guys.
Listen. There's so many times where people say something that's ridiculous to Dana, and he just brushes it off like that's dumb. So if something like that wasn't true, then why do you go off about that? You know, because other things that aren't, you're just like, that's stupid. That's not, but this one, anyway.
But yeah, I think it was a screw job. They screwed Jan.
Well, I mean, I put
one day when Bug Selig runs the UFC, everything will be fine.
Bud Selig.
Bud Selig. What the hell?
Is he gonna call a pay-per-view because it went too long? Like,
You want Paul Tagliabue in this type of situation?
David Stern. That's what David Stern be the worst.
David Stern and Adam Silver are the worst. They both whores.
No, Adam Silver's like Uncle Adam and go, whatever you guys want, Uncle Adam's here for you. David Stern is just like, shut your mouth. Things like
Uncle Adam is a whore. David Stern, at least he was a loyal whore. He was Michael Jordan's whore through and through.
He's the one who tipped the FBI off about the Tim Donaghy thing, because so they didn't investigate the NBA because he knew it was going on with everybody. He knew he wasn't the only one. They were going to put a wire on Donaghy, but then it got leaked by someone, and they know for a fact it was David Stern, because not for a fact, but what couldn't be anybody but the NBA, and it helped the NBA a lot that he didn't go undercover and uncover all the bullshit that was going on with referees in the NBA.
Okay, chat. So perfect commissioner if Dana White steps down or UFC, go.
It's going to change a lot, I'll tell you that much.
Leave a comment down below if you're watching afterwards.
Well, what's the matchmaker's name?
Sean Shelby.
Shelby. Sean Strickland. That's the guy. That's the guy that should run it. First of all, get the women out of here.
Me personally,
every fight will take a place over a pit of fire. I feel like that'd be a Sean Strickland match.
No, who's the dude who's doing Bellator now? He's the most experienced. He won't get it because they won't hire him. But I mean,
I don't even know.
What's his name? Scott. What's his name? Scott.
Scott Staff.
What?
Scott Staff.
Coker.
Yeah, Scott Coker.
I don't have enough for 5 guys.
Me personally,
I have 4. I'm out of tequila. I'm sorry.
I want Vince Russo or Vince McMahon.
You don't ever say the first one. Second one's fine. Don't ever.
Triple H.
Triple H would be better. Because I've had talks with a friend of mine who's still like fixated on bra and panty matches, and I'm like, dude, get over that era. It's retarded.
Like if someone showed me one of those now, I wouldn't be able to watch it. I'd just be like, just with the wokeness of today. No, and and we're all conditioned that way. I'm like, that's not okay, right? So
it is weird, like in a modern lens. Even I'm thinking like,
that's why they don't do them anymore. But
now I'm gonna say this: if there was ever a tuxedo match, be all for it, because it could be funny to watch dudes like strip each other down to their underwear and what they could get into during the match.
I want a tuxedo MMA fight. Russia, get on it.
Yes.
I want someone get choked out by their bow tie.
Yeah. just pull it back a little, like from the actual flaps, like, yeah. Call it the Bond. Just the James Bond. James Bond choke. I like that. That's actually a good name for that.
Whatever. I'm gonna start Russell's #1 game show, Wheel of Combat. Wheel of Combat.
Combat.
Yes. Yeah.
Uh,
Or sometimes you have a jujitsu match where you both get a piece of rope. Whatever. All kinds of stuff.
it's
They're
just
already fighting in phone booths. That was going to be part of it. Bring that
that
back.
was still one of the greatest videos I've ever seen, without a doubt.
Donnie Yen in control of UFC.
Oh boy, he's gonna have
All
to
right,
do
I'll give
that.
you a full. I'll finish this, but I'll give you a full one next week.
I will hold you to it and remind you. Tim is doing his 5th-ish shot, barely anything, and the bottle of tequila is gone for the time.
I knew it was going to be close.
Shot, you
Okay,
did
I'm done.
5.
I'm out.
His Mick Foley t-shirt. Look, wait, it's a picture of Tim on there. Tim, pull it down. Yeah, look, it's Tim. It's Tim, everybody. It is a weird resemblance. Like there is like it's
Even the teeth.
yeah. I know.
Which, like, when I see a video like the one I posted earlier, it looks like I have no teeth. And sometimes, like, when I take a picture, like the picture I took with my brother at the ball game, the way my teeth were sticking out, it looks like I have only 2 teeth. But if I do this, you see, they're all there.
It's the mustache, I think. It
Yeah,
hides
that
a
too.
lot.
They're a little gappy. They're pretty gappy.
You know
What? It takes a lot of. I only had to buy the 2 shirts, which now this is too small for me. I'm barely button up, but it takes a lot of laziness and sadness to get this look. That's why I feel like I should have won every contest, every costume contest, because it takes a lot out of sadness to get this look.
The need to be loved is definitely baked into that costume.
Yeah. Luckily, I do have people that love me, and thank goodness for that.
I love you, Tim.
I love you, Tim.
Also, and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but when I went to the hospital, Bill Stone and Bob McClure, they were so great.
Good.
And
Those guys are nice guys.
Yeah. Honest questions. Are you guys trying to not give views to that video title? Come on, it's hilarious.
It's a hilarious.
It's fucking dumb.
Come
but it's
on,
fucking
Maz.
hilarious.
I'm personally just along for the ride. I don't know what the title means at all.
Mahka, Flahka, Flame.
I think it's hilarious. And Ray did a great job photoshopping. It looks like a Korn tribute band.
It does.
But
I like this.
Mahka,
Mahka Flahka, and it's perfect. It looks like a SoundCloud album cover anyway. So why not? It's good.
Hey, so when we doing the
Great
rave
show, by the way, yesterday. I need to say the afternoon show's killer.
Good morning, Glendale.
Yes. Mornings with Maz is a good time. I like that show.
When are we doing the Jesse versus Ray trivia show? Because I already have most of it set up. And I promise it's MMA trivia, Ray versus Jesse. I don't want Ray to win, so it's
probably
I'm not going to cheat. Google algorithm when that's probably true. Whatever, it's fine.
I'm gonna blame Tim on this one for low.
No,
views.
it's hilarious. I don't care.
No problem, brother. I enjoy watching. I send chats whenever I can. So, because it's during my work day. You should do a song for Mornings with Moss, because I think it's Mornings with Moss now.
Is it? Oh, I like Good Morning Glendale. That was funny to me.
I know, but it's definitely it's fun to watch that show because it's right in the afternoon. I can listen, kind of join in.
It's not the time I wake up most days.
I know.
It's not actually true. I don't have a sleep schedule.
We need to get you on one.
I still haven't gotten an apnea machine, man, and I CPAP. So this has been, white knuckling the sleep apnea, which is, I wouldn't recommend. And I wonder why I go to the hospital all the time. That's probably part of it.
Let's talk about Beneil Dariush versus Mateusz Gamrot.
I didn't see this.
Yeah, I believe this is one of Thomas's fights, and Beneil Dariush, the gray-haired wonder, the soccer dad picking the kids up in the minivan,
Fucking all his kids' teachers.
Yeah, I was about to say he's doing it because he's a good dad, but like the divorce happened and now he's just like
No,
going
he's like
through.
looks like the stay-at-home dad that fucks all the stay-at-home moms.
That's yeah. He's the one that the like neighbor videos are made with. He's exclusively the neighbor porn guy in the neighborhood. But
Sure.
he definitely how old is he? He's
not
like
that old. He's
late
like 33.
30s, I think.
No, I think he's like mid-30s, like 33.
Mid
I think.
30s. Well, I mean,
Oh look, but he's graying early. Like I think he's younger than I am.
but he definitely showed that he belongs more in the top 10. And he 33. What? He's great. He's my age and he's gray as fuck. I love it. Good for him. That's how it should be, dude. It should absolutely
Fighting puts those miles on you, fam.
Hey,
actually, people don't know this, but Sean O'Malley at like 27 or however old he is, he's gray too, but he just dyes it, flamboyant colors. But yeah, dude, he's just white. He's like your grandma's white. So it dies so easy.
Skilled as fuck, though. Skilled as fuck.
Yeah, he looks great, man.
Look fucking.
So what the hell does this guy have to do to get a fucking championship fight? Listen, I mean, looks like Mahka probably would have beat him, but he's doing every single thing you want him to do, man. You forget this guy's won 8 fights, and yeah, the last couple he's fought really nasty guys, and they've been decisions, but he's finished some dudes in that streak too, and they were pretty nasty finishes. Dariush, man, like, I feel so. Listen, he's taking it the best way he can, but like, you know what? This is kind of, put a little Karen in at this point, but now you deserve it. Talk to the manager, get a little pissed off because you deserve this. You deserve a shot. Volkanovski, I get it, he's a champ, but man, what the fuck do they want you to do? At very least, they better put you co-main event and give you a fucking top fight against Oliveira. Oliveira should be the next guy, but Dariush fights Oliveira. That should be the next guy.
Yeah.
If it's not the championship, which it looks like it's not going to be, it should be Oliveira for the contender spot, which I feel like it will be.
Yeah, but Neil Dariush.
And I want it to be a 5-round fight. I mean, whether it's on a pay-per-view or not. I know they only give pay-per-views to title shots, main events, and Diaz brothers, but, still.
Yeah, to me, Neil Dariush, he's been doing it for a fuck ton of years, and he's great at what he does. He really is. And I mean, I will say this. I was on the edge of my seat during that rolling session in the first round they had.
That was so great. Oh, my gosh. There's more of that. I love that so much, dude.
It was so good.
High-level guys fucking scramble fast, and they fucking hit each other. I wish every fight was that.
Yeah.
Every time we get one of those, I'm like, I wish every fight was this.
It's so good.
I know you and I are probably in the minority when it comes to that, but just because you and I know a little bit about the ground stuff a little bit, but enough that we know what's happening. So it's awesome when there's fucking great high-level scrambling like that. And the thing is, you don't get those very out. You don't get really
you don't get funk rolls a lot anymore,
much.
Any of that crazy shit. And I wish there was.
What was the last really good one? It was Gillespie and somebody had a really awesome one. Fuck, if I can look at his record, I remember.
Oh, and Thomas, while we're talking about this, can you bring up the Beneil Dariush post-fight interview?
But anyway, I'm right with you. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, it was so great. That was the first round. He was my favorite round of the whole card.
Send it to me or no?
I did. Yeah, it should be up.
Every single fight was a fucking scramble fest like that. Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, dude. Because you don't know what's going to happen. It could all of a sudden somebody just gets caught in a knee bar and shit's over. And that's why I love those scrambles in MMA. Like anytime a fight has that, it becomes one of my favorite fights on the card. Like as soon as I see them, I'm like, fuck yeah, baby. Let's get this.
Do you think those would happen more in high-level grappling competitions? I mean, they do. But it's just the fact that you're allowed to punch people opens so much shit up too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every once in a while you'll get the fucking high-level scramble fest, and it's so. But that's what already I'm thinking Oliveira Dariush is going to be real fun because they both can bang and they both can fucking grapple. So it's very possible we might get another scramble fest, and that's why I want it to be 5 rounds. I want a 5-round scramble fest.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
it was the whole fight itself was awesome to watch. Like, besides the O'Malley and Jan fight, I'm gonna say that was probably the second best fight on the card. And Dariush Gamrot trying to go in on those shoots, those double and single legs, and Dariush just well-timed knees right up the road, man. It was fantastic, back and forth as fuck. But this is what I really wanted to talk about. Obviously, they were in Saudi Arabia, and
stop talking. No one's watching.
Would you stop?
No one's watching.
Then we'll quit.
And we're doing good too. We're having a good show.
Yeah, and you have to let no viewers be the fucking reason. Like, calm your many back tits.
Ray, you were talking about how we always you said we need to get the MMA stuff first, but do you remember that we did over 100 episodes and we only talked about MMA and no one watched?
Yeah, but it was before Maz and JBM caught us. Now we have people. We just you had to pick something the algorithm sucked at.
You think I know?
Because it's racist, you T County. Fuck you.
It is?
I don't know.
I think it's hilarious.
I know you do. I did too. But let's play this real quick because I do want to talk about this.
It is like, how many Christians are in Iran? I know he grew up in America, but
not many.
Like, have you heard? You know what's going on in Iran right now?
Oh yeah. No. And that's one reason why I don't like Islamic law. It's not good. It's very oppressive. Very oppressive. But nobody talks about how oppressive it really is. You're called a bigot and a racist if you do. So
yeah, but you know what? Hasidic Jews are oppressive. Some hardcore Catholics are oppressive, but not every Muslim is oppressive. Not everyone is oppressive.
But Hasidic Jews don't behead people for going out on Shabbos or something.
But listen, again, you're talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
it's like what the cops say. It's just a few bad apples, right? You're thinking about the religion extremists.
In the country, it's not.
You're talking about people, not the religion. You're talking about the extremist, not the religion itself.
Not in country, no. I'm not. I'm talking about in country. Outside of the United States, it's a brutal world in the Islamic world. And nobody wants to talk about it because they don't want to acknowledge
99.98% of Iranians believe in Islam.
Oh,
you can't.
But the thing is, it's the same God.
It's not.
Well, okay, it's close enough. Okay, did you ever see that video Willis Gordon made when it was him, a rabbi, a pastor, and what do they call? It's not a sheik. Is it shla?
Watch those videos.
What's it called? Help me out. Somebody.
A Shaw?
Shaw? I think it's a Shaw.
Yeah.
Maybe. Had them together talking, and they were all like it's basically saying the same stuff. I ain't gonna tell you. It's basically saying be a good person, try to make the world better than the way you found it, all those things. Like,
yeah, but if you read the book, it's not fun.
Well, that's all of them, man. But also, he got like the most progressive pastor that I've ever met.
Probably he wanted that for optics at that point.
I told you about this guy before. I don't. I'm not gonna say his name, but I met him in Canton drinking, and I knew him for a while. I drank with this dude multiple times before I even knew he was a pastor.
Okay, that's fine.
And
I don't care if police drink.
Just saying. He's one of the good ones. I'm saying if there's anyone that could get you, I feel like he's the kind of person that would be like, would want you to come to church even though I don't believe in God. Some first pastors would be like, "Oh no, I don't want you here," or like, "We want to convert you," or whatever. I feel like he just because he just wants to get messages across. Like he's one of those guys, he gets it. Also, he hates people that, I don't know what's the word. The crazies. He hates the crazies, basically.
No, I don't think any pastor outside of the snake ones want the crazy ones.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I remember when I would go to my friend's youth group because we would do like trips and stuff, and I went a handful of times to do stuff with them sometimes, and they would talk about how like the people who would go to sporting events, with signs and whatever, trying to convince. They're like, we hate those people. Those people suck. Like I know, like we're like on the same team, but like they're not doing it the way we feel like you should be doing it.
Yeah, they're the ones that like the Karens of the religious world.
I don't feel like that's the way to get anybody on your side about anything, man. I don't know. I think like I'm counting the political text messages I'm getting. Whoever gave me more, I'm voting against them. Not sure, 'cause I already made my mind up, but
yeah, I gotta.
Although I will say, have you seen? Okay, I'm sure you guys have both seen the Vance and Ryan ads. They're all over the place.
God, yeah.
Did you see the one? There's one first with Ryan throwing footballs at stuff.
I hate.
Then there's another one where they parody it and they have him throwing footballs and there's like hitting normal people in the face.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. JD Vance is not the kind of person as far as background goes that I want as a politician. I know some people like that, but I'm not into that. But that was funny.
The one Tim Ryan one that bothers me the most is the one where he's like with like supposedly people, and he's like, they're the backbone of, and it just comes off so fake.
It's how you have to. It's what you have to do to win anything in Ohio now.
Oh,
even if he's not lying
anywhere, dude.
If I could remember the guy's name, a couple terms ago, this guy ran for. Maybe I talked about this before. Maybe I even found the ad, but a guy ran for Congress in my district, and he was a Democrat, and he's from Avon. We talked about how wacky our district is.
Yeah,
the fact that I'm with Avon is ridiculous. Avon's like an hour 45 minutes from here. Anyway. But the way as a Democrat he advertised himself was hilarious, and I can remember his name. I was trying to find the video and show because it's hilarious. It's like him like showing up to a meeting with like a bandage on his nose and like I don't know.
Yeah,
he told Nancy Pelosi to fuck off. Basically, not exactly those words, but something like that.
To go to hell. How dare he? By the way, I will say, out of the Democratic Party, you would have never told me that Nancy Pelosi had a decent rack. Ever. I did not. When I saw that low-cut top of hers, I was like, you have got to. That's what's underneath there? Paulie P's a lucky man. He's a very lucky man.
Hey, that's what happens when you got enough money to get your work done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they are it's right up Tim's alley for sure, because there's a gleam to them that fake tits like give off that I don't like. Give me the matted paint job and I'm perfect on it. Like
matted paint job.
Yeah, like just a straight matte paint job, solid black. Let's get out there. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of titty I like, but I hate shiny titties. Like it just looks wrong to me. Or I'm like, it shouldn't have that much of a gleam. Like Jeffrey Dahmer was into gleamy shit. I am not. That's why.
Do we really have to go there?
I mean, I do have the glasses.
Sure does.
The hell was that? I'm all
Congressional candidate Ken Harbaugh ramps his truck at Knox County Fair. That's basically all you need to know, really.
Nice.
About this guy I'm talking about. Shit.
I'll keep the Illuminati out of T County.
Dirty here. He heads it.
But
all right, good show, everybody. High fives.
High fives. Amazing show.
Hey, you know what, Ray? I found yesterday. I found it.
What is that?
I found it at the.
It's a dark tequila.
Oh God, he's going dark tequila.
What is that?
The week I'm having. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Can we talk about it or not?
No.
Off air.
And we'll say that
Hell.
of the three of us, Thomas has more things and it's fine. It's probably better.
Yeah,
he's not
I
comfortable
respect
talking
it.
about than the it is the better move, but he has more things he's not comfortable talking about than us. There's not many things that Ray and I won't talk about.
No, this is one that I'm trying to put outside my head for a couple hours because I know I got to go back to it. So no,
Yeah.
fuck it right now. I am at the point where.
Oh, was it because of that text you sent me?
What text?
Where you were at something? A family function?
No, I'm beyond that. I'm beyond that now.
All right.
That no, 2 funerals in one day. That
That'll drain you.
that I can handle. This shit that's happening now. I need
All right,
alcohol.
yeah. Again, we'll talk once the stream ends.
No, I ain't even talking then. I'm just
Aw,
I'm about to put
okay.
my head down and fuck. Anyway, my
Well,
one
that's what you should do at all times.
Well, if I could find a hole that is female to do that with,
Oh Lord,
I would be doing that because that would make me feel better. I don't care if I had to pay for it at this point.
prostitution should be legal.
Yes, this is an open advertisement for legal prostitution. Hi, I'm Thomas Pope. In days like these, I need pussy.
And I'm here for whores.
I would willingly pay for whores in Ohio. Get behind me get behind me. You're ruining my political advertisement. Get behind me as I go and start
My name's Thomas, and I'm here for bitches.
I want whores for pay. That's right, whores for pay. You can contact me at SOA Thomas P on Twitter, Thomas Pope at Facebook, and also Thomas Pope on Twitch as well. I'll take the video game host.
Let's get Thomas laid. Let's get Thomas laid.
Hey, everybody. My name is Timmy Dizzle. And I'm here on behalf of the bitches. On behalf of let them bitches sell them pussy.
Go to my website, bitchesneedpaid.com.
Nah, I ain't talking about high pay. Now, let's get this straight. All I got is like $5. So whatever $5 to get me.
I don't know about that. No, listen,
whatever $5 to get
legalize
me.
it, but let's not legalize $5 prostitutes.
Why
I was
not?
about to say prostitutes should have a UBI, like $1,000 a week. Find them simps that'll be willing to pay that collectively.
Who the fuck gonna pay $1,000? I ain't paying no
I'm
$1,000.
saying collectively.
I still don't know
over
how,
days.
I'm very curious how those couple Nevada counties were able to fuck. I don't know how. It's so weird they were able to get that legal. Anyway, but
I'm doing my.
It's very expensive there. It's like
go.
$1,500 or $2,000 an hour. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious though, but I feel like I'd be uncomfortable the whole time.
Holy.
Although they could probably get me out of it. You know, if they're good at their job. You know.
We're about to watch our producer die on fucking set. This is awesome.
What did I fucking?
Yeah, good question, son. What'd you do?
It's that rock tiramisu.
Oh
shit.
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Oh
So-
god damn it.
Our buddy Bill Stone, he asked him about the banner that he had made for his podcast, and he said he did it at Staples for $80. I'm like, that's not bad. I can probably give me one of those. I want to put something behind me, and he said he helped me design it because he's pretty decent at that. Pro bono hose, you know,
Pro bono
$3.99.
hose.
Big U2 fans.
Fucking Adam fucking shit.
Well, I ain't gonna fuck you unless you got your got my money. Well, how about you do it in the name of love? Suck my cock in the name of love. That's pro bono.
Is it weird that we started getting
Fuck,
views?
fuck, didn't stick the landing. I had a fucking perfect flip, and then this fucking fell over my ass.
Is it weird that we start getting views once we start talking about hoes?
No, it's exactly what this that's what this show is built off of. Male testosterone and bitches. That's how this show works.
Quick, let's talk about a fight. Quick, let's talk about a fight. What's the next fight? Quick.
Let's get weird. Let's get weird. Nobody
Chukanian,
gave
the French chick.
that was
Chukanian, who looks like a dried up raisin a little bit,
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
but she can fight. You know, she can't knock anybody out, but she usually outpoints most people if you don't finish her. She got outpointed by the French chick.
Yeah,
French chick's hotter, so good for the French chick.
I don't know
Also,
about that.
Really?
No,
Dude, look, dude.
Fiore,
She
Fiore,
looks
or
like a
whatever her name
sun-dried
is.
mouse. She looks like a sun-dried mouse.
A
She looks
sun-dried mouse.
not my too manly of a jaw, man. Like I like a soft
French chick?
jawline.
I don't think I think we need to pull these up because
I'm pretty, or her nose fucked with me. I think it was. And by the way, I only
I'm
watched
taking
the
a
Bilal
shit.
Muhammad fight because I'm awesome. The rest of them
she's
were
the fucking
decisions.
worst at this.
Makayev won by submission, but I want to talk about that Bilal fight, dude. Because honestly,
You even
he
watch
looked
AJ
amazing.
Dobson lose?
No, I had to get that from you, or I got that from the Google. Because I woke up at noon.
You know what's really impressive? My God, it's like a younger, sexier version of Jack Black. Thomas is giving you compliments.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we all do. It could be any of us. I don't know.
Thank
This
you,
is Jack
Tropic
Black.
Tom. Good
I'm
to see you,
assuming.
buddy. Good to see you.
When I was in
It's
a
been while
band,
since
people
Tropic
used to
Tom's
call me
been-
Jack Black all the time, and they didn't mean it as a compliment. That's like
I get Seth Rogen. I
see
don't.
it. Yeah.
I
Seth
don't
Rogen,
s-
if he killed an 8 people, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. And also, when a guy I work with who like works in a different part of the state said I look like Walter Sobchak from Big Lebowski.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. You definitely.
Am I the only one who gives a shit about the rules?
That's going to be you in 10 years for sure.
Yeah, probably.
If it isn't already. Do you want to take up bowling?
Tim,
What?
you're entering a world of pain.
Are you good?
You're entering. All you have to do is mark it down, Smokey. Smokey, you're entering a world of pain.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Where were we? I kind of forget what I was talking about.
I don't know, but random people are asking me, am I okay? Which means they might be stalking us through the podcast, and it's a woman.
Oh, who's the woman?
I don't know.
Put her up.
No,
Let
Let
him
get bitch by himself. Mm-hmm.
Somebody
What?
might be stalking you. I don't know.
What were you called? When? When was I called?
Dude, I wish you would share the cable story because you don't have to. I'm not going to ask you to actually, but
the what story?
The story about the cable office, because that's like, I believe you, but that seems so whack to me. Like, did it even happen? And I guess it's one of those, well, Tim, you're a white guy. You don't live my life. And it makes sense, but it just seems so ridiculous what happened. But I believe you, but it just seems so fucking ridiculous.
Oh, shit. I mean, it's a lot of shit. Like,
just out of fucking nowhere, someone just being I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking sorry.
I mean that was months ago. I mean,
I know it was, but that was one of those ones I'm like, that just seems so ridiculous to me. I mean, it was ridiculous, but I'm like, I thought even the oldest people got past fucking that.
Oh no. I'm glad you mentioned it. I'm glad you mentioned it, Tim. Over the weekend, I was at a Dollar General, my favorite Dollar General out here in Lake County.
John
wait, whoa.
I really hope there's two right next to each other. He's like, fuck this one. I'm going to the good one.
That's what I was saying.
Yep.
He's just like, the one down the road has way better Monster Energy flavors.
They do, actually.
In my town, there's 2. In Dover, there's 2. So there's 4 in pretty close distance to me. I mean, well, one of them is across the street, so that's the one I go to.
Yeah, I was about to say, you have one like directly across the road.
I've said it before. It's the perfect store to have across the street from you. Perfect.
Yeah.
But no, it's the Dollar General I like. It's right off of Menor Avenue. It's pretty cool. I love that place. Plus,
they have legalized prostitution. Is that what it is?
No,
tying it in, everybody.
They have a cute
Big
woman
loop.
that works there, and
that's what it is.
And I sorry, I'm trying to get stuff to people. I went in there And it's lovely. I'm just gonna be, you know what the mood I'm in. I'm just gonna be ignorant. Sorry.
Let's do it.
This
Ignorant.
lovely oblong egg-looking white broad is taking up the entire aisle. So I walked past her because my mother and my grandmother and my godmother raised me with manners, and I say, "Excuse me," and she says, "I bet you are." I said, "Oh, okay." So
What?
then we
That
get
makes
in
zero
line.
sense.
So we get in line. This is where it was real apparent. We get in line, and she's in front of us, and she's got a cart full of shit. I mean, like, she's got 24 different waters, not in the case, 3 paper towels, some toilet paper, some tissue, this, that, and the other. And the young lady that was taking care of her happened to be black. So the young lady, the young oblong lady, didn't have enough money
Egg girl.
for her for her stuff. So
Shelly, let's call her Shelly.
yes, Shelly. That's actually a perfect name. That's what she looked like. She like a Shelly. So Shelly doesn't have enough money for her stuff. So the young lady behind the counter was nice enough to call her manager. Then she was like, "Well, I got to put some stuff back." And the young lady that was taking care of her was like, "Okay, what we got to do, this, that, and other. How much do you have?" She was going to give her, well, she actually did give her $30 worth of $50 in items for free from Dollar General. Now, you would think this would be the best story ever, like the greatest humanitarian thing ever, right?
Going viral.
All right, let's tell you how Shelly fucked it up. Now, she's already being told that she's getting her stuff for free. Shelly's like, "Well, can I get a receipt?"
For what, Shelly? To prove that you stole this shit? Like what?
So, as Shelly's walking out the door, she says, "You fucking nigger, you guys need to go over and do the what's the name, this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah." As she's walking out the door with free stuff.
Every time I hear a minority, like a person of color, or a woman, or anyone from LGBTQ community, like I feel like I've heard enough stories that I kind of understand. But then I hear something else and be like, I have no fucking idea. As a straight white man, I don't have, I'll gladly say that I have no fucking idea for real, what you really go through. I try to be empathetic, and I am, but like, I hear shit like that, and I'm like, I have no idea how bad it is.
Beyond that, being human is on top of the human thing that she called her manager, and you had a bill that was for $60 worth of stuff. You knew you didn't have that much because she's like, "I got $10 on the card, or I got this, that, and the other on this." And then for her to call her manager, and her manager says, "Look, tell her she can walk off, she can have like $30 to $40 worth of stuff for free." And you call her out because she didn't give you a receipt.
A lot of times in that situation, I think, well, what's going on with that lady? Is she going through something? Does she have something going on? Right. I usually give people the benefit of doubt. There was a video some kids put on, like teenagers put on a couple months ago from IHOP, where some dude like went nuts at an IHOP and he yelled at the waitress and yelled at everybody. But you can also, it was like at late night, you can tell like there's something going on with this guy. Like either he was bipolar maybe, or like something was not right with this dude. And the kids are like, "Oh man, it's going nuts in the IHOP." I'm like, why don't you put that video online?
And that's
I didn't think like that guy's an asshole. I'm like, those kids are assholes. I'm like, yeah, that guy was out of line, but there's obviously something going on with that guy.
And in this situation, you want to give her the benefit of the doubt and think it was something going on with the lady. Right. But the fact that you got the free stuff and you're going to go off on somebody after you done held up the line, you got other customers in there complaining. And I'm just standing there like, "Oh, well, I knew this was going to happen." And it's like, it's a heat. And I'm going to leave it at this. It's a heat that is so up now. And that's why when y'all guys were talking politics, you didn't see I was kind of rolling my eyes. Because right now, at the state I'm in, I want
you probably want to just fucking... You want to be like, do you remember what was the movie Confessions of a Dangerous Mind? The guy where he's auditioning people and he just keeps hearing "If I Had a Hammer." You want to take a shotgun probably to every politician who puts an ad with your station.
What a great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen that,
No,
Such
it's
a
not
good
even right. It's not even that. It's like the everyday life. This Tim, I'm sorry. This is where I'm gonna have
I'm
to
reading
side
this
with.
comment.
I'm sorry. I'm going to side with Ray. Every piece of government and anything else right now, you couldn't tell me to trust in it because I don't.
That's right. You
I don't
shouldn't.
trust in anything altogether. It's like what I trust more, I guess.
Right.
Well, I guess the lesser of the evils.
You
Essentially.
hope you find some sort of moral ground or some sort of value ground where you can get along with a certain thing and just pray to God that the person that you meet isn't so hung up on title and that they're hung up on being a human being, because there's no human being. And I'm talking about on any side out: black, white, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Democrat, Republican, liberal, libertarian, alien,
Maybe
Bob
not libertarian.
Costas, whatever the fuck. There is no, there's the humanity is gone.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's been like over at
With some
least the
people.
past decade.
It's
Like
been
the past
decade,
10 years.
but it's more
Just
evident
the
not
last
like
6.
at the
10.
funeral. At the
At
funeral
least.
I went to Saturday morning, my god sister's funeral.
Mhm.
My god sister was Roman Catholic, so there was a good mix of people there, and we were all. I shouldn't have brought it up. We were all kind of flabbergasted at a family that was acting a certain way at a funeral of a young lad. My god sister was an angel. My god sister was a drug abuser. She was a drug dealer. She did a whole lot of shit. But as far as it came to her being who she was, still a human.
Mm-hmm.
There were people at the funeral that were kind of defaming her. And
oh God. While she's at the funeral?
At the funeral. And
what? I'm sorry.
It hurt because people I try to treat people like I'm never gonna see them again whenever I see them, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen my god sister since my mother passed, and that was almost 15 years ago. So, and it's the difference in the times. Like, to see how people are acting now towards people, it just pisses me off. And the same thing with government, like with all sorts of facets and stuff. It's just it
comedy kind of opened my eyes to that part of people. You know what I'm saying? I totally get what you're saying there. Where you get those people that show up and they're all nice to people, but they still talk shit when they're all together and all that kind of stuff. And I fucking
took it that long to know those people.
Oh no, I've known that for near a decade now. But I mean, it when you hear shit like that, especially at a funeral, motherfucker, like, ew, who are you?
Like,
show respect and leave and say it in your house. Don't fucking say it in public, you motherfucker.
I was so happy to go to the second funeral, and that's sad to say. I was happy to go to the second funeral.
It had a better buffet, is what you're saying.
The second funeral was good. I was back in my element. It was like, you know, I was whatever. And it's,
the second death at a funeral, the remake. That was the one. The one with Chris Rock. That was the one.
But it's like I think I didn't. You hit a breaking point, and like I said, it's not even the station anymore, Ray. Like I'm used to that.
Just
I'm prepared
life.
for that. It's just this world is really
it's fucked. It's fucked.
Serious question, Thomas. So, are you saying that me and Ray are the only people holding up your faith in humanity right now? We're the only ones to be like, there's not everyone's awful. There's these two guys.
I can count you two. I can count Rob. I can count my cousin Damon. and my brother.
I did appreciate seeing your cousin Damon chasing Cat Williams down the street. I'm not gonna lie.
Literally.
Sorry, Friday. It was a Friday After Next reference.
Oh,
I'm a boy,
Yeah.
Damon.
What the hell? When did you see that little light yellow motherfucker chasing anybody? But yeah, I'd say it every day. Like I'm thankful for the people that I do have. I'm very thankful for that pudgy boy that stays with me, because if it wasn't for him, I probably would have gave up a long time ago. That boy, yeah, I love that fucker. He was just down here playing Call of Duty because we got the early campaign, and there was this part on there that I don't like because I hate underwater parts on fucking video games, and he played through it for me. So, yeah.
There's some, like when my buddies helped me and they tried to on Thursday and they told me to go to the hospital, and then they drove me there and they drove my car over and they stayed with me when I told them to leave for a while. Like it's like stuff like that when you feel just like, I don't know, you're a piece of shit person, you're like, I must not be doing something wrong. I must be doing something half decent, because there's people out there that actually care about me for whatever reason, even if I don't quite understand why.
Especially when you texted me you were in the hospital. I'm like,
faith,
what the fuck,
you know?
dude? Like, God damn it. And then shout out, by the way, to Bill Stone.
My point is that we're all lucky to have the good people in our lives that we do have.
I was about to say, though, shout out, though, to Bill Stone and Bob McClure, both guys, fantastic guys for doing that. I'll hug Bill if I see him.
I don't think I deserved either of them being that nice to me.
Bob's a wonderful guy. So is Bill.
So is Bill. They both are. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't do anything to piss him off, but at the same time, like, what did I do to deserve you guys being this good to me?
What, I can say the same thing about you. This thing I'm talking on right now.
Sorry, this is the episode where we all cry.
Oh no, there's no crying with me right now until probably the tequila shot, which Thomas put me on single for my one and only tequila shot.
You do that. I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back.
I don't want to do this, Daddy. Why?
Dude, I don't want to hear it. I got a cup full of that damn tiramisu shit. I just
why? All right, it's kind of warm. Fuck. Oh,
what the hell?
Ah!
Tom, that's a threat.
Come on, Tropic Tom. You know we love you guys. You love you.
Don't be dropping Bowser threats. I feel like I'm in the middle of Super Mario Brothers in this.
Why do they lock cemetery gates at night? Because people are dying to get in. God damn you! You made me read that, Tropic Tom, and I love you for it.
Hey.
Bring yourself back in, Thomas and Tim.
What was I about to say? Okay, I'm changing the subject, and I'm gonna piss Tim off while Tim's there.
Let's do it.
I'm crying now.
Aw.
I got a
Ilya Dragunov should be the NXT champion.
I have no idea who that is. I don't watch NXT, son. Like, I've stopped watching wrestling. The next time I go to wrestling is November 25th when Matt Cardona returns to Absolute Intense Wrestling. That's
Marty Cardona?
No. Matt Cardona.
Matt Cardona. What? Coronavirus, huh?
He does kill. He does kill in organizations, but for a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I must entertain you then, Tim. You might find this funny.
Oh no!
Are you game, Tim? Do you want to play a game?
We just had a touching segment there, so I feel like
absolutely nothing. Johnny Smith.
Well, what do you miss? Well, we talked about the fights. Do you want to? We can talk about your Yankees.
By the way,
that ain't right.
Since we have people,
I will say this: I would have rather got swept in the Astros and not win the series. What happened? You guys beat us in the series. I would have much rather beat you in the series than get swept by the Astros. But so you win. But
I'm just thankful that
The Phillies are going to beat the Astros. What?
I'm hoping.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen.
So I have a lot of respect for Philadelphia as a sports city, being a Cleveland sports fan. Pittsburgh too, believe it or not.
Uh,
But
well,
in Detroit, the Rust Belt cities, those in Chicago, well, maybe not Chicago as much because they have more money. But Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia for sure. Those cities.
Hey. Trying to
oh
look at
boy,
something.
he's showing something.
I'm looking at something here to see if this
Maybe
is what
just
I
the
want.
state of Wisconsin too.
The state of
Milwaukee and the
Wisconsin.
Packers.
The state of Wisconsin. Holy moly!
Ray, if you remember when we went to Melt for my birthday, thank you again, by the way. Remember I found a beer I liked?
Yes.
Yeah, I found it at the drive-thru here.
Woo!
I got it yesterday. I had one. It's pretty good. I also have some Elvis juice in my fridge, so I'm drinking an Elvis juice right now. But I found the Kona Golden Ale or whatever. It's pretty good beer. It's a pretty good, not heavy beer. I mean, it's not like a light beer, but it's like a 4%. It's the same about as like a Budweiser. But it's good. It's good, and it's not so much fruit that you really taste it. It just enough to make it.
I think did I taste it when we were there?
I don't remember.
I don't think I did.
It was good though. I enjoyed it.
I didn't want to get your mouth aids on me.
Mouth aids. What?
Mouth aids.
Thomas, you road tripping with me to Chicago next summer?
Right now, I don't know.
Guards at Wrigley.
We should. You know what we should do? We should talk to
That's
your.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Let's all fly.
We should talk to your mom's boyfriend and see if we can get an audience with Lori Lightfoot. Like just
Will you
like
behave?
lunch with Lori?
Will you behave?
I will.
Maybe,
actually,
maybe we can get a photo op. But
I'm down for a photo op.
Okay, so are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see?
Dude, I want that. How about just like a tour of the whatever her office,
the mayor's mansion or whatever?
Yeah. No, oh my gosh, I want. Yes.
Yeah. With
Are you guys
VIPs,
ready
please.
to see the next WWE
No, he can get that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
phenom? He is going to come in maybe a couple of years, and he's going to be the man.
Oh God.
This is.
Wait. Why do you have a yogi on our? He looks already like he just does Bikram yoga for like money.
I'm
that
not
Roman
talking
Reigns?
about him.
That's Roman
No.
Reigns. That looks exactly like Roman Reigns.
No,
That
this
is not
Ilya
Roman
Dragunov.
Hey, by the way, also we're
moly.
going down to Florida to do karaoke on a Monday.
That is not Roman Reigns.
But I want to do that. I want to go to Hulk Hogan's Beach Shop and do Monday night karaoke.
Monday night
So
karaoke
bad.
contest. I'm about to win me some money.
You on your
Can't
own.
win a
I
karaoke
don't want to
contest.
be
I'm
in the
coming, like,
same
third
room
a
as
lot.
Hogan. Forget Hogan.
I'll just do the karaoke and drink. I don't give a fuck.
I saw a reel with Hulk Hogan. I clicked on it and saw that was just him advertising karaoke night at his bar. And I said to Ray,
Well, no, it's a beach shop where you can like get pictures and shit.
I'm like, all right, well, let's go to this.
Here is the future of the WWE. What do you got against Ilya Dragunov?
I don't know. He looks just like a douche, and the audience gazer jerking off. Yes.
Really? Okay, you want to talk about my guy. If you want to see some premier wrestling action, Ilya Dragunov versus Volta for the NXT Championship.
Oh, I've heard about that match. Yeah,
it was a festival of pure violence. It was more violent than a goddamn Oliveira fucking fight that I'm mad about.
Why are you mad about the Oliveira fight?
Because Oliveira didn't win.
I mean, he was gonna get dominated, bro. Like that's the thing.
Right, we both picked him. We both picked him.
Charlie Olives, yes, but he was gonna. Like once you realized what was going on, you're like,
right.
Stop
trying to take back your pick.
Well, I didn't at the moment. I was hoping for Charlie Olives until he got cracked. Like he was doing. Charles was doing good. And had some good defense against some Makachev takedowns, but Makachev apparently has hands, so there's that problem for the 155 division. and we talked about that already. But I mean,
because it can wrestle. We talked about that already.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
he can hit hard. But
yeah,
most of them can hit hard,
He
but
can
still.
hit hard. Can't nobody hit harder than Dragunov and Volta.
well, Walter, yes, but yeah, I would put Walter up against any UFC fighter for like a slap contest, and Walter would probably win that.
Oh, dude, can we fucking put I know it's going to be bigger now, because what the hell is Vegas Athletic Commission doing okaying slap fighting? That's the most.
Oh my God, Thomas!
That's the most wonderful thing in the world.
No,
I have a thing in the
up,
brand.
man.
Pull a picture up that I have. I will sign up for power slap. I want to be
Can I just
power
slap
slap.
you without you slapping me back? Can we just do that?
No, you and I. We have a podcast slap off.
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not doing it because it's like that's just like you tying a football player's hands behind his back and let somebody go head to head at full speed at him. Like there's no defense.
Dana White power slap.
Need to be defense.
Concussion for concussion. This is fucking awful.
Well, talk to the NFL about that.
Sports have defense. This is no fucking defense. This is just what's getting knocked out together.
Thomas is right.
Talk to the NFL about that. You got people falling on the ground, getting hit in their head, throwing up crip signs. They was not silly.
Kinda, and they have penalties against it. Yeah, but this is the
what penalties? They was gonna try to trot that much. He's okay. Get him back out there. If they didn't stretcher him out, I'm pretty sure that stupid ass. Have you seen the coach of the Miami Dolphins? He looks like a dweeb. He got wedgied when he was.
Oh yeah,
got wedgied by his own team.
He created an algorithm on how to get laid when computers came out. Like that's a revenge. He would be the lead actor in a Revenge of the Nerds movie.
Exactly.
Straight up.
It's Matthew Broadway from War
Games.
Games.
About concussion. We want to talk about concussions and stuff like that. If grown men sign the paper to stand there and get the shit slapped out of them,
then it's our fault for watching it. Then don't fucking watch it.
I'm watching it. Fuck that.
I'm watching it. Me and Thomas will live stream it.
It's the worst.
I'll come to Thomas's house. We'll live stream the power slap show.
I will fight you against that. That one is fucked up.
How is it fucked up? How is it fucked up, dude?
Because there's no fucking defense. You just let people fucking hit you in the face.
Yeah. What the fuck? They're getting paid to be there.
Exactly.
No, it's fucking ridiculous. That's stupid. No, it's awful. It's fucking worse.
No. That's like telling a race car driver you're racing at 270 some miles an hour, and there's a chance of an accident. You still gonna do it?
No.
Yeah,
that's like making them race with their hands tied behind their back.
What are you racing in real unreliable damn machines that
no,
you're
that's
always
like you telling you have to race, but you have to punch it and your hands have to be tied behind your back, so you know you're gonna hit a wall. For a fact, you're gonna hit a wall.
What was that?
It's my phone, apparently.
More like being a crash test dummy than it is a NASCAR driver.
I mean, still, you can't. If a grown man decides that they want to make grown man decisions, then it's their decision to make. I find it highly fucking entertaining, like BFC. BFC, I find entertaining. I find the fucking. I just said BFC, BKF. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm drunk. Anyway,
knuckle, yeah.
So I mean,
That's
if a race car driver is going to take the chance on getting in a car driving obscene, like whenever I race, I know there's a chance I'm going to fuck my car up, I'm going to fuck me up, or I'm going to fuck something else up. There's the chance. If you want to sign the contract to stand there,
I will do it.
Get the shit slapped out of you.
Dana, look at me.
Get knocked out by somebody.
Let's go. I want
knock Ray out. Can we just do that? I thought we were gonna do that. I thought we were gonna have somebody knee you in the chin.
We used to do this shit in elementary school any fucking way. So what's the big?
Because you didn't know. And look at all of us now. We're all fucked up. We're doing a fucking Tuesday podcast and nobody and pretending like people are gonna watch.
We have people shut your mouth. By the way, I want to ask the chat. Because Maz came in earlier in the show.
Anyway, I watched that. I watched ass slapping.
Yes.
I'm not watching that. Now, see, I won't watch that because there's no. What's the win? How do you win? You measure the redness on somebody's ass?
This
What
is,
if they're
this is exactly what I was thinking. And the Hillbillies and Deliverance were making questionable grown-man decisions. Yes. So you're gonna watch men fucking assault people?
I mean,
Each other, yes.
It would be an unfair fight to watch Russian ass slapping if that Russian is from Cambodia and has an ass black as day. Then you cannot
It's not
measure.
Russia. I don't.
You cannot measure the winner in that fight.
To me, again, I think this is one of those things, and Thomas brought up BKFC. Like, this is...
That at least has defense.
But this is...
Again, this is like telling a NASCAR driver to drive with his hands tied behind his back, and you know you're going to hit a wall for sure.
And I'm pretty sure they'll do that.
Which they would never do.
Mm.
It's the most irresponsible of all those combat sports I've ever saw.
I like it.
I think this is going to be... I want to find the form to sign up for tournaments. Like, I want to see how far I can go. I'll take time off of work and go and do power slap.
But see, the thing that makes me mad about the slapping thing is
we're gonna find someone to slap fight you, Ray.
We used to literally do that shit in elementary school, and now you can get paid for it.
That's what being an adult and having cool things, Thomas. We're adults who can have cool things now. Do you know how cool that is?
I'm waiting on the competition where everybody puts their dick in the drawer and slams it to see who survives. Because that's what we used to do too.
Oh, I don't know why that.
I think I deserve back pay for all the kicks in the nuts I got as a child. Like
exactly, that's gonna be the next fucking competition.
Dude,
Rochambeau.
God damn it, we need to hop on it right now.
No, I wouldn't be able to. That's
professional Rochambeau.
Yes.
You'd have some hardcore Kingsters going after that fucking shit.
I will find someone to do it against Ray, but
But no, I want to get my license in power slap and go to Vegas and try it out. Why not? Have some fun with it.
Just wait and power slap.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll go up against heavyweights. I don't care. Bring that Russian motherfucker that like slaps guys dead. I want you.
Fucking Russian.
I want
that, but like once I see him get knocked out by the fucking palm to the fucking chin, I feel bad.
Who says I'm getting knocked out?
You're getting knocked out.
Who says I'm getting knocked out?
I do.
And I don't think I'd get knocked out.
Yes, you will.
No.
Well, a lot of guys get knocked out.
Yeah, but okay.
Knock you
Pick
out
me up and I'm over. I had my power slap debut and it's my last power slap fight.
fucking the slap master of Drago and shit.
Ray, I'd rather you do rough and rowdy for sure.
I would love to do that too. I want to sign up for rough and rowdy and have some bro plotted shit on my gear. You would make more money at a truck stop. That's just saying. True. Anyway, really I'm not gonna lie, Tropic Tom. You bring up a good point. But
Cobra. This is the whole UFC fucking plot line of fucking.
I think Ray just wants to be unconscious for a minute. We can
I want to be on UFC Fight Pass. Is what I want.
This is the whole plot line for Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone with the arm wrestling shit. This is the exact fucking thing.
When my hat is like this, I'm a normal guy. But when I turn my hat, I'm a beast. Your fucking face hits the floor.
What the fuck? Like,
I would do it. I would do that line just for my promo.
We need to write a fucking script based on power slap fighting, a movie. We need to do that.
Yes.
Can we just do a segment called Ray Versus, where Ray just tries to fight people he shouldn't be fighting in all kinds of combat sports?
That's thinking too fucking small. We not got to think big. We got to do a movie.
Hold on, though. If Ray's really all for getting the shit kicked out of him by an MMA fighter just for fun,
let's go.
We have to do it.
But then, okay,
will you really do that, Ray?
I mean,
will you do stupid human tricks for this show?
Yeah, I will. I'll be the stunt boy. I don't care.
We need to do it then.
We need a full course meal to come after that. Like, literally, like, if he's going to do
course
that.
Meal is me hurting.
That's the appetizer, motherfucker. We got to
That's the appetizer.
How about we get you to fight my friend who was a 2-4 amateur heavyweight? Would you do that?
2-4? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He'll fuck you up. That's the thing.
Yeah,
He's
probably.
He's one of those guys who's like the gym guy. Like in the gym, he can beat anybody. But like,
Oh no, yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Let's go. I want to do it.
I don't think he'd do it though.
Probably
I don't know.
not.
I think you have to get drunk with him
There
first. Then he'd do it.
is an idea I do have, and I'll tell it on the show. It's called "I Can Take It, Bro." I've been thinking about doing this, where we get guys to like put moves on me or
Listen,
kick
that will
me.
get views. I'll probably feel bad about it, but if you're all for
No,
it,
see, I'm agreeing
want you
to
kind
it.
of be
So
able to
why
defend
feel
yourself,
bad?
though.
Here's your pitch: Comedy Smackdown. Each comic tells a joke, and lower audience reaction gets slapped by the better one.
I'm
That's
for
actually a better idea. I'm not gonna Tropic Tom.
I'm
Here's the
for it.
thing: the one-liners that have no shot. Marty Malloy would be slapping.
Marty
fucking
Malloy
everybody.
wouldn't get touched. He would be the one slapping everybody with that dead-eyed
big
stare
dude,
of his.
Yeah,
I'm
ham
for
fist.
it. I'm for it. Like I'm right now. I'm on some get money real quick shit. Like we got to figure out.
Well, Ray getting beat up would probably work, but it would be harder.
but we
It's harder
can't
to find
just
people that will actually fuck him up and not feel bad about it.
Ray is a founding member of the Bro Plotter with you, Tim. We can't fuck Ray up completely. Like
Yeah, you can.
we can. No, we cannot. We cannot ban Margeria.
We'll take precautions. You know
What precautions? No,
yeah, we'll have. I'll hold my
Wait,
phone on me just in case we need to call 911.
Shh, shh. Did you just say concussions?
Which one of us?
Who, me or him?
Tim.
Oh,
You just said concussions. It's concussions, you
I meant to say precautions. Precautions.
Precautions.
Precautions.
Well, it sounded like concussions. And I'm like, what the
I like
fuck?
concussions though. That's a fun word.
sound like something I would
That's how
say.
we're gonna call concussions now.
That's what we're
Somebody
gonna call.
gets, like, knocked
What's what
out.
we're gonna call the blue tent in the NFL now? The concussion tent.
Concussion
Concussion
tent.
tent.
All right.
Yeah, instead of the concussion protocol, it's concussion. The concussion protocol is concussion. The concussion tent. He's under concussions. Has to be out 2 plays to be.
But we can't fuck Ray up all like that. We gotta have him salvageable.
Well, I'm not gonna get my chin fucking knocked in every week. You gotta at least take some kicks to the liver and kidneys. And
I
legs.
understand
Fuck
that
it.
Johnny Knoxville is a hero, but no.
Well,
I'll do it
he is right.
tomorrow because it might be in back because it works early. I'll text Andrew Law and ask him if there's anyone who will beat Ray up for us.
I will. The first one I ever want to do is a punch to the liver. That would be the first episode. Just direct boxing glove right to the liver, and at about oh my god! You know what you should bring up? Bring this up, and I want to have him on the podcast. To be honest with you, Ken Carmen getting punched by Stipe Miocic. I think the video is up there. I guarantee you this would be me getting hit in the arm by an MMA fighter at like 40%. But I want like 50% to the liver. Let's see what you can do. And if it doesn't hurt,
100%.
we'll up the fucking ante.
Can we do that? Me 100%? It might be less depending on who you're getting to punch you.
I don't see it.
Oh, how dare 92.3 take that video down? It's
You know
hilarious.
they're gonna take that down, especially where Ken Carmen is now.
I'll message Ken Carmen and get that video. I want to get him on the podcast. He doesn't know much about MMA, but to have Ken Carmen on, I think will be a lot of fun. I know somewhat about MMA.
I'm
son of a
saying
bitch.
Again, they never give us an answer about the Jesse versus Ray MMA trivia contest. I want that to happen. I already have this
We're
thing
talking about
almost
peaceful
written.
stuff.
I can write it in 5 minutes because I have most of it written. What are you talking about? Concussions? What do you say?
You want some peaceful stuff. I'm all about violence right now.
When you check the nether regions for signs of illness before advancing, cautions.
It's concussions.
Concussions is
I'm
what
gonna-
fucking was.
Concussions.
I'm gonna quote my guy from Call of Duty. His
Oh, boy.
name is, of course, the Honorable Captain Price. And he says things take timing and violence, and I'm full of both of them.
Uh,
I came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
I'm all no, it's I came
Bubblegum
here
and
to
chew
chew
gas.
bubblegum and kick ass. I'm all out of bubblegum.
I got FIFA, Thomas.
Did you?
I got it
How do you
yesterday.
like it?
Good. Same as the other ones.
Well, what I'm hoping, this is video game season. The NHL game looks wonderful.
Did you see the
I will be-
soundtrack? Did you see the soundtrack they put on the NHL game? Dude, it's fire.
I will be buying that.
What soundtrack
I
did they
might
put on
too.
there?
The soundtrack's fire. Look it up. NHL 23, whatever soundtrack.
Okay, I will.
It's fire.
The one though I'm waiting on is in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna buy popcorn, and I'm gonna sit here, and I'm gonna let my brother sit on that love seat and play all day on my TV because I have to watch it. It's God of War Ragnarok.
Yes.
My brother said, and he's about to sleep through it.
Is Jeff Goldblum
Shush.
in it?
Huh?
Is Jeff Goldblum in it?
No,
I
but
have no
Ryan
idea.
Hurst is, and my favorite voice actor of all time is in it, and you may know him from
That's pretty
Stargate.
much true, Tom. It's pretty much true. I think like 2 or 3 years ago, the last time I got FIFA, so it's. But yeah, that's how Madden is for sure, and
Oh, definitely. Like I want to see what they do with this college game.
that's
yeah.
the one, right? That's one they hope that it's not going to be a big flop because those games are so fucking cool. I love the college games.
Yeah,
Be
so
right-
we'll see.
I used to make teams on my laptop and
Be
like
right back.
Photoshop logos and
Right,
shit
so-
and put them on, and then download them to my PS4. What's going on now?
He said he'll be right back. I pulled him off. He came
I
back.
pressed the button. Sorry.
He does
Take me
not
off.
he does not want to go anywhere.
Take me off.
He will stay. But yeah, I'm hoping the college game is good, but
Yeah, me too.
I'm all in for God of War. Like the God of War, I will never play it, but I can watch people play that game all day, every day.
It's weird.
Just because I love Christopher Judge's voice. The big black dude from Stargate, the big black bald one that always had the sign on his head.
I never watched Stargate. I don't know.
Oh, I want to look like this guy too, because he's a cut mother Hubbard. Hold on, let me see something. But yeah, I'm ready for God of War. When I say I'm ready for God of War, oh my goodness, I was gonna say I'm getting horny for it, but yeah.
The guy at GameStop asked if I want to pre-order or anything. He's like, "This is coming out. This is coming out. This is coming out." I'm like, "No, I'm good." And gave me a look like, "All right, man. Just want your fucking sports game and out of here." I'm like, "Yeah, pretty much, man."
Hold on. Did Thomas just say he wanted to be Kratos from the new God of War?
Have you seen this motherfucker? Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
jacked. He's
Exactly.
jacked. It would take you 15 years, son.
He
and I
said,
know
he
you.
said wants
shit.
to. This is said. Didn't say is going to.
I don't give a shit.
You and I have to work out together and then force Tim to work out. But I don't think that's ever going to happen.
All of
I'm
us
mad
would
because I done
need
missed a week
skin
in the gym.
removal surgery to get that ripped.
Look at this dude.
Oh, he's a beast. He's a fucking beast.
Does he sing R&B on the weekends?
I have become everything I never wanted you to be. Run. Run far away from me.
But you have changed. You're not a monster.
That is exactly what I am.
Not to me.
That dude is
You will fail.
awesome.
Oh, he's one of the best actors
How you
I've
deal
ever
with it?
watched.
For that
It's what
kid,
makes
I mean,
you
he's probably gonna have a
stronger.
weird life growing up because he's a kid actor, but
Oh no, the pain
I'm not
that
freaking
they
out,
went-
dude. I probably pissed my pants in this.
Atreus?
Oh,
This
and
is
you know
awesome.
They had to make adjustments. Okay, this will make you guys laugh.
When we were a motorized
Not
bicycle
that.
company,
I don't
they
care
said,
about
Nobody cares about
Honda.
John Cena, all right?
Huh?
Nobody gives a fuck about John Cena and this stupid ad. That's
Well,
John
that's why
Cena
I
doing the
muted it.
Honda ad.
I muted it. I muted it. Here we
Still
go.
feeling bad about calling Taiwan a country.
Possibly, even though it should be, you know.
Chinese
I am
Taipei.
terrified of elevators. I'm going to start taking steps to avoid them. That was pretty good. I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. Why did they put a gate on Helheim? Because people were dying to get in.
Tropic Tom, shout out. He did that joke earlier.
Why don't crabs give to charity? Because they're shellfish, boy. What do you call a blind deer? No idea.
Oh. Oh.
I don't trust stairs. They are always up to something. What do dark elves learn in kindergarten? The alphabet. What, Atreus, is brown and sticky? A stick.
He does have a good laugh. I will say that. He does have a good-
When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I am Dad.
Oh.
That
We'll just got to
voice,
make a spoken word metal album.
that
Yes.
voice is just.
It's gorgeous. Him and I didn't play God of War 1. I played the I watched the Let's Plays of it. Ragnarok looks fucking amazing. I call it God of War 1 because it's new era and it's a different thing. But like this next God of War is gonna be fucking dense. Can't wait to watch the Let's Plays.
All the reviews of the first 10 minutes say everybody's been in tears. They can't make it past the first 10 minutes. That game is
How
something about
hard
that game.
are these games?
Very if you set them up.
Yeah,
Well,
if you
here's the
set them
thing,
up
like,
hard, yeah.
Listen, what's the easiest? Because I just kind of, when I play games, I don't like getting too frustrated.
Yeah,
Right? So I just like the fucking story. I like to fucking just cruise along,
yeah.
fucking hear the story.
I mean,
Or-
you can do that.
I mean, I
If
don't
you're
want
playing, like-
it to be like super duper easy, but I want it to be like, I don't want to spend all day on one spot.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless
Oh,
you.
man.
You get 3.
That was fun.
Ah.
It was
You know what though? I'm gonna say something and I'll top Tropic Tom. One of my favorite jokes ever is about PBR. I heard from a buddy of mine. You kind of met him. We need to get him on the show again, Mitch. But he had the greatest one about PBR. It's so close to water. It's like what was yeah, it was so close to water. It's like fucking in a boat. This PBR.
Oh,
It's one of my favorite jokes. I love that, man. So
PBR
much.
tastes like any light beer if you put like butter in it.
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
all the
yeah.
calories. Like
Yeah.
What would
it's
you rather have, PBR or
And
Zima?
none of the taste.
PBR or Zima. PBR.
And again, we talked about it before. I never had it, actually, Zima, but PBR is fine. I mean, listen, it's like
It's
if
$2.
if I'm out and doing stuff, I can drink almost any beer because I'm not really paying attention to it, right? But if I'm home, this is why I don't drink beer that often when I'm not doing anything. Oh, so
I don't
that
like
joke would
beer
get you
either.
slapped at comedy on Comedy Smackdown. Yes, it would.
We're
Yes,
going
it
to do
would.
that. We're going to get some violence.
The audience would slap you, Tropic Tom. The audience would like line up
we
one
know
by
too,
one.
Downey would do that against somebody. Well, now he's old.
Downey.
Kevin Downey. Like we need to find two
Nobody would
one-liner
slap
guys who would
Kevin
do that.
Downey though, because he has great one-liners.
Marty Malloy, him would go probably shot for shot.
I would say Kevin Downey wins that.
Well, I think they both have good enough jokes that, and depending on how many they do, I feel like there won't be a shutout either way. I feel like there's Marty has some really great jokes. Man,
As long as Adelaide Bird isn't on one of the scorecards, I think Kevin Downey Jr. wins that.
Yes, they make it still Tropic Tom. I believe.
Yes, they do.
I believe.
Do they?
Russians. It's Russians own it. Remember they tried to do weird shit. They tried coffee for a minute and shit.
Yeah, it didn't work. I didn't have any of that because it did. That's my beer whenever I do stand up. Like for some reason, PBR gets me in the mood to get fucking like just ignorant. And I love it.
Most garbage places we've done stand up, PBR is the cheapest beer, so we should, and that's fine. So
Tropic Tom with a great burn. Isn't that the beer sponsor of the Guardians?
No, it's Miller Lite actually.
I thought it was.
Jim Beam is also a sponsor.
I was about to say I thought it was Colt. Yeah, it is Miller Lite. I thought it was Colt.
Miller Lite, yeah, but they also have sponsors of Jim. You know, I found out. I don't know if I told you this, guys, or not.
No.
Remember, my favorite place in the whole park was the Jim Beam bar, right? Section 158.
Yeah.
I purposely got our seats by it. There's one upstairs too, but it's not as good, man. They don't give you the souvenir cups. And the line was real long when we tried to go. Well,
I still have that in my. I still have it in my car. That souvenir.
Yeah,
cup, actually.
It's a good cup. Just again, can't put it in a dishwasher. You got to hand wash that cup.
Yeah.
Colt 45 works every time.
Zigzags, as they say. All right. I wish,
baby, that's all we need.
The only way to redeem the Houston Astros in my mind is if they rename them. They go back to the Colt 45s. That's the only
Agreed.
way.
I think honestly, if they went back to the Colt, plus I would wear the T-shirt because it's a pretty dope T-shirt with that gun.
They still sell hats.
45s or Colt 45s.
Hats are fucking cool, but I'm not going to wear a Houston baseball hat. What sports team would accept Core 45 as a sponsor? Do they want Rice? But again,
Houston.
The Houston Astros, their original professional baseball team back in the day, they used a team called the Houston Colt 45s.
Do you know?
It's the gun, obviously, but still.
Do you know why?
Guns.
Well,
no.
The owner of the Colt 45s was a judge in Houston. And I think the reason he named it was because he loved the gun, the Colt 45 gun, is why he called them the Colt 45s.
I assume that much, but
a Houston judge owned the Houston Astros at one point, which makes me like laugh my dick off.
At one point, the Texas Rangers were owned by a future president. So
yeah. So was the Mets. Didn't Trump own a piece of the Mets?
I believe so.
I don't know. He owned the New Jersey
when
Generals,
like Bill Maher and all those guys, like
he was the reason USFL folded.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
he also tried to buy the Patriots.
Great.
It's gonna be great. We have this guy, Tim Brady. He's fantastic.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Fuck, I had something.
Something about
baseball.
You are not gonna
baseball. Core 45s, guns. Oh, this wasn't what I was gonna say, but this is important. Went to the gun raffle on Saturday. Thomas didn't come. Thomas, what do I got to do to get you to come next year?
I'll go next year.
Get me to do a lot of LSD because I know that'll be the day I'll
What
go.
if I go, Thomas? What if I go with you and hold your hand and be like, "This is my boyfriend"? Well,
nothing bad will happen.
That will get done in quicker.
There was one guy there, must have been a little bit Hispanic because his name was Santiago and he won some money. And they're like, hey, you want us to convert that to pesos for you?
What?
Jokes, but I think they knew.
Wait.
They knew the guy pretty well.
That's what's up.
I would have laughed my dick off
also
while hearing it, but then been like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have laughed at
also,
that.
Women's room is over there. Men's room's over there. Know what fucking gender you are because we don't fucking play that shit here.
Of course.
So next year I want to bring a table of non-binary African-American people.
Thomas is non-binary from now on.
Or just,
Oh, well,
I
excuse
want
me?
to bring. I'm going to bring a whole table of LGBT. They sell 250 tickets. I want 100 people. LGBTQ plus.
Just all
You know-
drag
you know what,
queens.
though, because those people would start a problem. I want those people to be there and be fucking cool and just see what everyone's doing when they're not doing anything wrong, which would probably be fine. Honestly, those people are real nice. They're fun. Do a lot for the kids. They're good people, but it is like the whitest thing I've ever been to. But I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
not because
and
it's
you
white,
wanna-
because it's fun. We didn't win shit, by the way. I didn't win anything.
Aww.
Dude, there was an AR-15. I was really hoping I'd hear my name. Some Amish dude won it. I really wanted it bad. I was gonna keep it. It's fucking tan. A badass AR-15.
You like AR-15s, eh?
Oh Jesus!
Not enough to buy one, but I'd keep it if I wanted one.
Where's John? Is John 209 here? We're gonna pile on Tim now and be like, ban him now, Lib. You like him?
This is
I'd be
my
fine with it if
response
they
to
did,
you.
but
This is
they
my
haven't.
response to you wanting to take me to the gun show. Okay, I'm the
dig it.
kid. I am the kid, and you are the father, Tim. Okay, I want you to listen. Listen closely.
Feels that way.
Get out of the fucking tank. I am your dad. Not my dad. I am your dad. Get out of the fucking tank. I'm in a tank and you're not. I'm literally in the fucking tank. I'm literally in the tank. You're not. Not my dad. Literally get out of the tank. Tell me, I don't give a fuck. Get out of the fucking tank. No. Okay.
That is my response.
What do you think's gonna happen?
I'm not dying. Look.
You're not gonna die. I
Instantly.
promise. You'll
Maybe.
be with us. Number one, you'll be like 5 or 6 deep.
Yeah.
You know what? Again, you
Well,
know what?
I don't know.
No, you know what? No, because no one wants to be that guy. I said this to my
Be
brother.
right back.
I told my brother I was trying to get you to go. Because no one wants to be that guy at that place. They're all probably treat you better than they treat anybody else.
I know you
guarantee
would, but it's everybody.
No,
else.
they would. They would. Because no one wants to be that guy. It'd be fine.
You say it'd be fine. I'm the one that's got the.
Again, we just talked about this before. I know. Me saying it'd be fine. I know, but they're not bad people. It's just I just want to see reactions. That's all. But like, no one would do anything bad, man.
I don't want to be around it because I am a felon. That'll be the night that I go to jail.
For what?
For being around a gun. They'll be like, "Yep, there he is, Negro, near gun, felon, get him."
No, we won't put your name on the ticket. I put my name on the ticket so I get an extra draw. But you get free food and booze and beer. Food was fucking fire, dude. I took 2 chickens home. The chicken was so good.
2 chickens.
And I think I drank like 7 Miller Lights, like 7 or 8. So yeah, I mean, listen, that's about worth $50. Well, not quite $50, but it's a night out period, right? You know, we got $50 for like I ate 3 chickens.
I really got to reread that. Everyone behaves themselves because everyone is strapped. Yes, Tom, that is the truth.
That too. But
I would be the only one in there with a
people
pocket
talk
knife.
shit about American gun laws, and and compared to everybody else, you're right. It's ridiculous. But again, they wouldn't let anyone touch the gun they won until they passed the background check from FLL, which they did right there. They had people sitting there with laptops, and you weren't allowed to touch his gun. Yeah, I get it, Tom. You weren't allowed to win the gun, but still.
You can salivate after you won that gun. Oh, I got it.
I'm not even a gun person, but it's fun to try to win shit.
I mean, yeah, it's fun.
I spent like $100. I spent $120 on like raffle tickets and shit.
It's fun to try to win stuff, but like going to the casino when they tell you they're gonna give you a car. You want to win the car, but it's not.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't want to go because you can't win, and that's true.
I do not want to own a gun. If I owned a gun right now, no. The way my temper is, no.
Are you allowed to own a gun?
No, I'm not allowed.
Okay, there you go.
Any
So,
weapons. Yeah, and
but
that's
the only bad thing about you going is some people behind your back being like, "I bet he's not even allowed to have a gun." And they just happen to be right this time.
I mean, and you know what? I take that. I wear that badge of honor with pride because
you know what though, you had. Well, I actually kind of wish there's more, somewhat more gun control, but I mean, it's not like your felony was violent.
But you know what? They don't want to take the chance. That's a whole nother book of worms. We're not even going to
No, I get it, man. I get
We're
it.
not even
No,
going to
sometimes I feel like because the antidepressants I'm on and the amount of therapy I've gone through, I mean, if I came up red flagged, I'd be like, all right, I get it. But I don't, obviously, you know.
Hold on.
I don't have it anymore, but
every American should have the right to protect themselves, especially in the day and age that we're in.
With jujitsu.
And the thing that is unfair is people make mistakes, and once again the word labels come around. So we've got to label this, that, and the other. We're gonna label because I don't care if you do have mental health issues. There are ways. If it's such a I'm gonna say this and I'm done. Even if you have mental health issues, if you feel like that's a big thing, then help us take care of it. Stop running around it. Start doing the things that you're supposed to do to help take care of people with mental issues. So we can
There's some people who either are not aware of it or it's so bad that they can't get help. You know, I don't know, one or the other at it.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother bag of worms that I'm not going towards. But I still truly do believe every American should have the right to protect themselves responsibly.
Yes, but also there are some people, Tim and I have said this many times on the show, I believe, where I believe that you should have the right not to if you don't trust yourself.
Right.
Oh, of course.
Exactly.
You also have the right to not everyone's born and like, here's your mandatory gun with your SSI card. Just like that.
But see, back in the day, that was the way it was when you was in the
people
Wild
that
West.
want that to happen.
Once you popped out the cooch with the cow that just had the calf out the cooch, both of y'all got handed guns and was like, here, now welcome to the world, boy.
It's called hunting dinner. What do you
some
got?
Cities, they put footballs in the crib in some cities where they put 9mm.
That might be
9
true.
months. He deserves a 9mm.
That might be true. I'm not going to try to sound racist, but that might be in some effort. I'm going there tonight.
Let's do it. Get the algorithm going.
Is some African American neighborhoods, they're mostly well off in Texas, that have the football programs that's going well for it. They throw a football in those baby.
They do it in Maslin. I know that they do it in Maslin, Ohio.
And then in them others, that's in them not so nice parts of Texas and Florida, where they want to give their kids a running start. Those African American neighborhoods, they slip a 9mm in there and say, "We know what your future is. Go right ahead."
No. You can go sadder than that, but I'm not going to. Although I thought about it.
I'm just saying.
All right, OJ. I'm just saying.
They do. I mean, I know. At least in Maslin, I think that's still true. All the boys who were born in Maslin, they give them a football in the crib.
Oof.
But again, Maslin's one of the biggest high school football cities in America.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say that, but I'm like, I don't think you beat Michigan. I mean, not many people beat. I mean, listen, watch Go Tigers, which is a documentary that was done in the 90s. So it's not woke at all. And it's just the kids fucking doing drugs and getting hammered. And like, it's not good. It came out like 99. So I'm sure it didn't age well.
Probably not.
It's a good documentary though, but it's like, even I haven't watched it in so long. I feel like now it'd be really hard to watch 20 years later, 20 plus.
Half those guys work at like the local
tire shop
now.
Sure, but what's wrong with that?
Tire shop isn't better.
What's wrong with that, Ray? You're a pest guy, whatever.
Hey, I prevent disease.
My point is, a job is a job.
Bullshit.
I would say I'm probably.
It really depends on your personal attitude towards it. If you always wanted to be the tire shop guy and you're doing that, then good for you, man. If people talk shit and that's really where you want to be, then good for you.
There you go. Now I agree with that
one. Yeah.
But job is a job. Fuck you.
Yeah,
I want to be
like it.
I want to be compensated.
That is the caveat. If you like it, I've had jobs I fucking hated, dude.
This one now. I love the family, but fuck the job.
I mean, being working in production and all that does suck. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I love that part of it. I love writing audio fucking commercials and being as ignorant as a motherfucker I can fucking be. I don't like the national programming, the fact that we're not original. We're not original anymore. That's what I don't like. We're only original tonight. And on Saturday, when 89-year-old Bertha is listening to Our Agent World,
is there what's the lowest they'd accept? 400?
400. These
for like an hour?
They for sale, Ray. They'll take that 400 and tell us we can do whatever the hell we want. We could turn that motherfucker to a strip joint.
I'm just saying. Put Bro Plata out, simulcast Bro Plata on StreamYard and on the radio. We would become probably one of the best 2-hour shows you could possibly do, dude. For $400, I'll pay him $400 for 2 hours.
If my boss was to hear
Saturday night,
pay him $400, I'm pretty sure, as long as that 400 is coming in consistently, I'm pretty sure he'd go for it. And
what do you mean consistently? We're talking about like one time
every month.
How would you talk about paying $400? What are you talking about?
We're talking about one time.
Viewers like you love us. Thank you. $400 to the Venmo. Over 2 hours, we could do it.
Yeah, I mean,
all we have to do is put the link out and say we are live on a station, and we would probably, and it's AM, so it's even better.
I would love to.
It's both AM and FM.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? I forgot they do both.
Yeah,
I would love to take over a station for 2 hours. I don't know what we'd do, but
I would. Yeah, we would plan, and then
we'd have. Yeah, man, get all the guests. Right, get everybody in.
I have planned. This is worse than the seed I planted when I told him that Scott Staff had a baseball song. I see the.
But it's our favorite song now. But no, we're doing it. We're doing it.
This show is run on donation. Venmo is on the website. There you are.
If you could get our monthly sponsors, if you could get sponsors, Red.
Oh, I could probably finagle
my,
some sponsors.
My station,
Revolution, fight face.
My station owner probably bend over and turn his toupee for you.
Oh, I can get like pizza sponsors. We can fucking work that out.
Could we do a one-off?
Let me talk to him and see what's going on.
I mean, listen, we'll follow radio rules.
Yeah, all FCC regulations will be followed for the first 2 hours. And then if you want to join us, we use the StreamYard.
How many of you out here in the chat believe they can follow radio rules for even?
I've done it before.
Excuse me, a bacon powder.
I've been on the radio.
Okay, let me rephrase that while I'm in solo. Sorry, you're looking at my ugly face right now, but I'm going to rephrase.
It's actually quite beautiful.
I'm going to rephrase
thumbs
that.
Up for his face.
I'm going to rephrase that question. How many of you think I'm going to let them stay radio friendly for less than a half an hour? That first 20
I would
minutes,
fight you on that.
That
I would
first 20
fight
minutes.
You. Put us back up, you coward. Put us back up. This is our show.
They will probably
Thomas
give up
Pope show. All right.
I'm not saying it would be my show.
I'll buy it for you for $200 a month. That's the Thomas Pope show. Say whatever you want.
I'm not saying it's my show. I'm just saying if I'm behind the board, I'm an influencer on how things go, and I could influence.
Listen, I know I can't really speak for Ray, but I feel like he probably can behave. But I know I can.
Yeah.
I've been on radio before.
Me too.
Time.
I mean,
we'll be fine.
if to have this all of a sudden be like, ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to you live on StreamYard and also WNI or INT. Are you kidding me?
WNI.
Here's the new one by
WNIT.
Crazy Town. All right.
You had it right. You had it right.
I would sell. Honestly, I would sell advertisements in my free time to like make that a possibility every month. Where Tim just comes up once a week to Eastlake, Ohio.
A week?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm trying to think of the one thing that's actually possible, and that's
I
us
would
spending
pay
money
your
one
gas.
time to do a one-off. That's what's actually possible.
But I would pay your gas if I got enough fucking. If I honestly
I'm just talking about what we can do
enough.
right now. Why am I always the one who's trying to do the realistic version of it?
Because I have dreams, Tim. I have dreams.
It's baby steps. You start with the small one, then and if it's popular, then we get advertisers instead. Shit, advertisers.
Tim has turned into Sean Connery, and Ray has. God damn it, Ray!
No, but I'm saying we pay him X amount of dollars for a one-off, and then if it goes well, we can try to get a going more often. But I feel like the best we can do is probably like a one-time shot at it.
I think we could do better than a one-time shot at it.
Okay.
You got to think beyond the portal, especially with radio. You got to really think beyond the portal.
Once a month?
Once a month?
To start.
Are you serious?
If we have to spend our own money, yes. To start.
If you so say
plus,
this,
is that going to really help us, or we just want to be on the radio? That's what I'm saying. The one-off. I feel like we just want to say we did a radio show. I don't really think it's going to help us.
I mean, you got to think like this. So say we do get on the radio, Ray. You know you belong on top. Don't say anything.
I mean,
power bottom.
If you want to do something like radio, you just can't do one. You got to do more than one.
Yeah.
You got to come out and do 1, 2, 3, and then get it going. And see, this is the problem that most people do. Once they get to 3, they get all iffy and jiggly and all nervous and shit. No. Don't get nervous and shit. You dig in, you dig your heels in, and then you all of a sudden that's when you hit them with the whammo because you done found your niche. And then the next thing you know, you're taking over the radio airwaves. You gotta think big.
Bro, Plata, bro. Radio show, bro, Plata.
Sorry. What you think an MMA show? I don't think
nobody does one on the radio right now.
If a motherfucker has a nationwide program talking about shows from the 1950s, no, I corrected. If there's a motherfucker that's talking about the greatest American fucking stories, and he's as white as this shade over here, and he's over here talking about NWA, and they're airing this shit nationwide, why the fuck can't we?
A great influence on the hip hop community was NWA, which of course stands for.
And that's exactly how that shit sounds.
At the time, there was also a professional wrestling company by the same name.
Again,
and nobody was smart about it.
Northwest Airlines.
I think there actually was a Northwest. Yeah.
Tim, you got to be consistent with radio. That's been the problem.
I'm just trying to think what we could pull off, Thomas. If we could actually pull that off, then we'll fucking do it. But also, what help is it going to be that we're like showing a small market on a radio show?
Gives a shit.
They reach.
Sounds fun.
Guess what? We record it. We find SoundCloud. I don't like anymore. I don't like SoundCloud. But not only will we have the video,
put it on here,
and the video clips, but we'll have somewhere to throw audio clips on that we can promote elsewhere, and we won't have to do harder work.
And imagine we have fucking these things.
Thomas, you tell us what we need to do.
I will talk to my boss because I'm gonna have a talk with him anyway tomorrow because there was some shit going down. I will talk to my boss and see what the hell's going on. But right now, they're for sale. They're on a lifeline.
Well,
so
we will. number one, we're poor, but so the minimal possible amount, and also we'll behave.
We can't do Tuesdays because Tuesdays they have two very good shows that are on right now.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
And I like those people. I actually like those people. One is for veterans, and the other ones talk about cars. And they offered me a punchki, but I had to give them they told me I was gonna have to give them a blowjob for the punchki. I didn't give them the blowjob, but I still got the punchki. So there we go.
Okay. Let's go up against Friday night high school playoff football.
No.
We
take the night for ourselves. And here's another thing we could do, possibly. We don't show the thing, but we radio broadcast live from the studio a UFC card.
Well, let's see if they'll let us do it first. Also, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't let us do that, even if we didn't have it.
That I will say.
I'll up it to 5. I don't care.
They're too fucking scared. There's pussies.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with my station.
Old Tommy boxing radio. It'll have arrows down on his back.
But that's the problem with my station. They're a bunch of pussies. Every time somebody has an idea to make them young,
don't get fired because of that line. Please.
I don't. At this point in time, Ray, they know I'm not like the important people know I'm not happy. The other jackass that might not know I'm not happy. This might benefit me because the last time I went off like this on this job, I got $100 slipped in my pocket. So I'm hoping.
Yes, we want Thomas to become the program director. That way, like, we give Bro Plata on.
What do you think I'm doing? I should be texting women. I'm texting 67-year-old women getting their shit together for fucking shows this week and texting Charlie Malkin to make sure the high school football shit goes. I'm the fucking program director already. Sorry, I'm talking with my hands.
Then hire us for $100 a show, and we'll pay them off with our salary. Why not?
I mean, no sense, but okay.
No, it's you pay them with their own money, sir.
I know you're saying.
I know Tim. He's thinking he's let him have his thought.
Listen, I'm trying to find the easiest way to do this, and then we expand.
Yeah. Agreed.
But then,
fucking A.
Have Bro Plata syndicated on to Spokane, Washington.
That's where my sister-in-law's from.
The fuckers that we're running as a national show, that's how they were. They were out of California, and they have no talent. When I say they are blander than bland.
Most current radio has no talent at this point, dude. Like,
no one listens to the radio, Ray. That's the thing.
I do.
I mean, I do too, because I don't use my phone because I don't have unlimited data and I don't have a Sirius, so I listen to regular radio, but I don't really like talk shows.
But that's where like StreamYard would come in as well, or Streamlabs, whichever one we do. We can set up cameras in front of us. Thomas can run the board while doing that.
Where's this money coming from, Ray?
The money we already have.
We don't have enough money to pull that off.
No, we don't. But I'm willing, honestly, to do one show,
maybe,
and see if we can do it.
Juan,
pay out of my own pocket here.
Juan.
All right.
Juan. What about Juan?
Juan. I don't know. I'm fucking drunk. Juan.
Oh no.
We got 150 some days till Guardians opening day. I'm counting them down.
Why are we counting down the Guardians when we have the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Dude, Donovan Mitchell scored 100 points in 3 games.
He probably gonna have to do it again till Darius come back on Friday.
Yeah, what's you got a fucked up eye or some shit?
Yeah, fucked up. His eye got cut open.
Oh, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
He suffered from a hockey injury in basketball. That's fucked up.
They do get pokey with the eyes. Yeah,
Nothing
no,
over
they're
there
gonna be
making him
they're gonna be the fun one. But like I said before, I mean,
Oh no, you
basketball,
don't.
no matter how well they're doing, doesn't get me going the way baseball does. But that's just
Oh,
preference.
you don't want to talk about that other team that we're suffering a penance for?
Who talk about the?
You
Oh
know
no, we're
who.
not. I didn't. You know what? I didn't even watch the game Sunday. I fell asleep for it. Still through it.
Shows
I
I'm
kept
a
looking at the
fan,
scores,
you
but
are.
I didn't watch it all the way through. You know what, Ray? I'm sad enough. I don't want to get more. I don't want the sports. I want sports to lift me up. So when I know they're gonna bring me down, I'm like, not today, guys. I can't
Watch
handle it
cricket
today.
then.
So basically, I know my limit. Is what I'm saying. I still know my
Watch
limit.
fucking
No, I can't
tag.
handle it.
Watch competitive tag. That will lift your spirits every
You know
time.
You know what I watched for about 3 minutes today? Because I didn't know what it was, so I clicked on it on ESPN Plus. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Highlight.
Highlight's awesome.
Yeah.
It's kind of slow. For a sport that wings the ball so fast, it's not really that exciting.
I know people bet on it in like Miami or something like that.
Yeah, no, isn't there a lot of issues with highlight? They had a lot of fixed matches. Speaking of fixed matches, I want to talk about this. Am I allowed to talk about it now, Ray? Am I allowed to talk about something other than MMA now? Am I allowed? Am I allowed? Are you sure? You positive? What time is it? You sure? Are you sure?
We're 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Are you sure?
You're allowed.
Sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am HIV positive. The most positive you can be.
Okay. So,
South Park reference.
Exactly.
Something happened in college football the other day that was almost unexplained. It was so fucking messed up and so wacky. This it was FCS football. It was undefeated Weber State, and I think Montana State, and the long snapper for Weber State snapped a football into the end zone. Whiff, terrible snap, went over the punter's head into the end zone for a touchback, for a safety. Did it once, then he did it twice. Then he did it 3 times.
3?
Then he did it 4 times. 4 times.
What?
4 times.
What?
I'm trying to look it up. As far as I know, this kid was recruited as a long snapper and has been long snapping for them. And the snaps were so bad, but the only thought in my mind is 2 things. Either he has the yips, which is very possible. I mean, they were so bad. I don't think I've ever seen snaps that bad, and he had 4 of them into the end zone. Like, I feel like we couldn't do that if we tried. From that distance, it was like long. It wasn't like he was on the goal line.
Yeah, no.
Rolled into the end zone he wrung them way over 4 of them in a row.
4.
Either the yips, which I feel terrible for him, or shaving points. One or the other. Because
probably
the undefeated Weber State lost that game by 5 points, and they had 4 safeties. They gave up 4 safeties. They lost by 5.
Yeah, I would pull them after 2. Like,
apparently
there's got to be
the whole year. So the guard, you give him. I mean, I would give him a chance too. I mean, you can't let guys, especially young guys, not fail, right? I mean, that's not good if you fuck up once and you're done forever, right? Especially if he's been your guy through the first 5-6 games. But what happened?
I don't know.
Because these aren't a little bad. These are like, I've never done this before. And straight up like Leroy Jenkins as hard as we possibly can between our legs, way over his head.
Leroy Jenkins!
Let's see if we can find the video. I got to look at the guy's name. I have
B-Man! Holy shit! B-Man's in the chat. Oh, boy. Our benefactor.
Grant Sands, Thomas. Grant Sands.
See if we can find that. Yeah.
I don't like his name.
Because 4 is way too much to begin with.
Why? Like because everyone named Grant sounds aggressively white. You're right.
Yes, very white.
Oh, that had nothing to do with it.
Lies. I'm going to call lies and slander.
Why? You don't like the beach?
Actually, I don't. I don't like.
Not a beach guy either, really.
I don't either.
I'm gonna put this comment up just because B-Man hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah, man, you've been.
Good
We already went
through
all through the fights. We went through most of the main card.
We did, and we're gonna start clipping so you can see our opinions on.
Also, don't clip
fights.
anything unless it's funny. By the way,
huh?
Yeah, don't clip anything unless it's good.
That's what I'm doing. But
You
I'm clipping.
You clipped the Hero of the Week from last week, and that wasn't good.
Hero of the Week was actually pretty. It got more than
Last week was
else we got.
boring. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see how many of these we got. Poor guy.
Going crazy. Yeah, you watch this here.
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, that's no. I'm sorry.
One, there's two. There's another one.
Snaps from Weber State leads to 4 points for Montana State.
That was intentional. That was intentional.
Another one.
Is going to fly into the end zone.
Why aren't they showing the behind camera?
Goodness.
Wow. Why aren't they showing the behind
the
camera?
broadcast
I'm
probably
getting
didn't
Alex
have
Jones
it.
in here.
FCS football, they may not have any angles.
Oh my god.
The punter does the right thing.
But
yeah.
I mean, at this point, I just threw my hands up in the air.
Number one, I feel bad. Listen, if he isn't shaving points, we're talking about a 19-year-old kid. I feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him because this is a monumental collapse and a terrible, terrible. I mean, look, no one's paying attention to Weber State unless you do something ridiculous, and that's what he's doing. So I legitimately feel bad for him unless he is shaving points. Which, listen, as a long snapper, it worked. They lost by 5, and he had 4 safeties. A player on the team must have been approached by a shot. yeah. I mean, I feel, or him, the long snapper, because it did it. I mean, listen, if he was shaving points, I don't know what the spread was, but if he was trying to lose that game on purpose, I'm not saying he was, but I'm saying it was so weird because apparently, from what I've been able to see, it has not been that bad before. So it comes out of nowhere like that. It's either, listen, the yips are a thing that happen to people, and it gets wacky. So it's either that or he was shaving points. Either way, I mean, look, well, not either way. If it's the yips, I feel bad for him. If he just had a terrible game, I feel bad for him. I hope he finds it. But that was like monumentally terrible. That's like you've never done it before. It's bad. And he was recruited, as far as I know, from what I found, is he was recruited as a long snapper. So he's done this before a lot, and he's good at it, apparently. But, Ray, your mic's off. Your mic's off. Now we got to wait for Ray. He was trying to interrupt me, but it didn't work because his mic was off.
Yeah.
What now, Ray?
How do I sound?
Fine. What do you want?
Hold on. Let me check something. Up. Wait. There we are. Now I sound better. That first one was way off. Like way
They're
too
all off.
But I'm talking that first one looked intentional. Like way too intentional. Like it's okay if it goes over the punter's head or the quarterback's head. That's a decent looking optic. But like the punter's here and the ball's like right over this way. You know what I'm saying? Like way too far the fuck off.
The first thought was that, is this like the 3rd, 4th string guy, like the emergency long snapper who's never done this before?
No, he was
But
recruited.
What I've looked up myself looks like, if the things I've looked up are true, then it looks like he's a long snapper. He is a long snapper, and he's there to long snap, and he just had a fucking wacky ass game. Or he was being very unsubtle about shaving points. I wonder if anyone's looking into it.
I hope.
I mean, if there are big bets on it, I bet there will.
If it goes again, it's the trajectory that made me think like this is fucking predetermined. There's no way.
You know what though? If you get the long snapper in a game against 2 teams that are close, that can do it.
If that does it, then he needs to be cut immediately because he has no fucking
backbone. If that's true, he'll be criminally charged. But I don't. Well, listen, again, there's no evidence of this, right? Other than just a really wacky game.
Yeah.
Doing things that he apparently usually doesn't do in a horrific way. But I said, it's not the first time like a guy's all of a sudden not been able to do things he's done a million times before. It's happened before. They call it the yips. It's happened.
That first one.
All of them are bad, but I feel like the first one he overdid it, and he's like, I don't have to try this hard to make it look that bad. But I'm just saying, if you got the long snapper to try to shave points, it would work, and it did work this time because they lost the game. I don't know what the spread was; they were probably favored,
man.
but they lost.
If that's the case, that dude should be banned from any sport
He would be
ever.
if they could prove it. But
Fuck
you know what?
that.
I guarantee someone's investigating. If there are big bets on
hope.
it, they're going to investigate it. I don't really know what they're due. But listen, again, I don't know. I haven't watched every
Damn.
Weber State football game this year, obviously. So I don't know for sure. But from what I'm seeing, this guy is a long snapper, and I believe he is the number one long snapper. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not. But he is a long snapper. He's not like a 4-string guy who's doing this, who's never done it before. He is a long snapper.
It's just sus to me, man. Like it's Among Us level sus. Like
I hate that term. I mean, can't you just say suspect?
Sus.
Ugh.
I
know I can't fight slang, but ugh, some of it, ugh.
Bruh, you better get hip to this stuff. I'm telling you, you just slipping back on your job, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
you
man.
need to be more open-minded, man.
Fam. Yeah.
You say fam all the time. Why not say
fam?
sus?
I like fam. Why? Because you know, same way I don't say legit. I say legitimate. I'll say suspect.
You don't say legit.
I say legitimate.
That's
the whole fucking word,
man. You could get yeeted for that. Yeet.
Give a
Yeet,
one
I don't mind.
in the
Yeet,
comments.
I don't mind. Dude, have you seen any of Kanye's interview with Lex Friedman? That guy.
No,
does
but
not
I've
like
seen the one
Jewish
with
people.
your favorite guy, probably Tucker Carlson.
Really, of the two of us, I'd be the one that likes Tucker. Really? Okay.
No,
Anyway.
that was meant sarcastically, you asshole.
Yeah.
Your boy.
That's your
'cause
guy.
I know you don't like
That's
him.
your guy. Pissed off that M&Ms aren't sexy enough. Anyway.
Uh,
What was I talking about? I don't know. I give up. Going home.
All right.
What are we talking about?
Hero of the week? What?
No, that'd be like 2 hours.
Oh, excuse me.
What are we getting? No, what was the what were we talking about? Fuck. The long snapper before that. I mean, after the long snapper.
Oh, the Kanye.
Oh, yes. Thank you for throwing me off. Raymond, you derailed the show. Anyway.
I do not.
You just did. You just did.
You let yourself do it.
No, you did it. Anyway.
Kanye.
No, Kanye doesn't like the Jews. Really does not.
A lot of management companies that managed him are not anywhere near him anymore. You can't do it. You just can't. I'm sorry. You can't do that.
Also, he claims to be Jewish, which is, I don't quite know where that's from.
Kanye Kardashian is in a sunken place. Oh yeah, dude. Like he has
like, get out and fucking ding ding looking teapot.
He's a fucking loon, man. Like I don't know what to say about Kanye, really.
Something, man. I mean, he's obviously not stupid. He's intelligent, but he's wacky.
Yeah.
He's
wacky. That's being generous on that.
Well, listen, when you have $11 billion or whatever it is, you say wacky or you say eccentric.
Eccentric would be even less than that, to be honest with you. He is one of the most.
He's $11 billion eccentric.
He built at Soldier Field a replica of his childhood home.
That's awesome. Ray, what would you do with super duper insane fuck you money, like 11 billion? You would do some fucking stupid shit.
I would.
I would.
You would make a shot for shot remake that no one would watch of.
I would.
Slapshot.
I would finance a $1 billion shot for shot, low res remake of Slapshot.
It's all CGI. It's $1 billion.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't even do that. Like
you put Paul Newman's face on an actor.
No, it would. I would cast new people in the whole thing.
The
budget would be like $500 million, and no CGI, all practical. You shoot it the way
$500 million. What the fuck?
You shoot it the way it was made. That's how you do it. Release it into theaters. Same script. I guarantee you, for
8 people would watch it.
No, there would be a lot of people that would watch that.
Ray, if that would make money, they would have done it already.
How do you know it's not in the works?
Dude, they made 2 really terrible.
Shut your whore mouth, and if it is, I want to be a part of it. I would love to be a part of that movie.
All right, Ray, you can be an extra. You can
No, I know exactly who I would cast myself as. The character Mo.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, Ray. You never acted before. Yeah, you're right. This
I
big
know
Hollywood
he has
reboot.
like
They put you right in.
7 lines in the fucking film. It
Everyone
wouldn't
learn
be that
lines.
hard.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, you're right. They would cast you, someone who's never acted before anyone else.
I
You're
have
right.
acted before.
And what's your IMDb? What do you got?
That I was
Nope.
Messy Man in a movie that was put on
yeah?
YouTube. Got laughs apparently.
All the way on YouTube, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My
Hey,
point
that's a
is,
start.
right?
They released it on the pandemic. All right.
You wouldn't even get an audition for it. All right.
I'll
I
be
would
back. Y'all
absolutely
fight
get
over
an
Ray
audition for that
Superstar.
movie.
Really?
I'll be
Use
right
your
back.
I know a
manager's
good
gonna get you
bar
one?
around here.
You don't have a
Palm
manager
Isle.
who's going to get you an audition?
I would give myself an audition.
Oh yeah, that's how things work. Do you not know how the world works?
I would
Talk to
fucking
Kanye.
hound
He'll
the
tell you
shit
how
out
the
of
world works. Talk to Kanye.
I would
tell you how.
hound the shit out of the.
You know what though? They did work one time with that dude who played James Bond. Now, like worked one time in the history of big budget movies. The guy's like, I want to be James Bond. And like, what have you been in before? Nothing. Well, you look like James Bond. We're gonna let you be James Bond. Remember that guy? What's that guy's name?
Roger Moore?
No, not Roger Moore. He was an actor. Roger Moore was an actor. No, the guy I think before Roger Moore. He made
Pierre?
one movie and he never acted
I know you're
anything
talking
before. And he just like showed up to some executive's office dressed as James Bond, and they're like, "You're fucking James Bond."
Yeah.
That would never happen.
But all I have to do is go,
Every
look,
guy.
I've seen the movie 500 fucking times. I played hockey. I can skate. Yes, I want to be a part of this movie.
Dude,
because
Justin Timberlake's gonna play him. He can skate too.
Yeah, but Justin Timberlake can't look at the or somebody and go, I know a good bar around here, Palm Isle. Fuck the barmaid last trip. There's no way JT would do that. He would probably, to be honest with you,
They
be
would
like
because
the
he's
Ned
not more than
Brayton
who?
character.
And who's this guy? The Rickety Hackadaga? Who?
No, Mo something. Oh, fuck. I can't remember his name. Mo is the name. Maurice.
No one knows who Rye Hicklick is.
Hey, again, I know that movie like the back of my fucking hand.
That doesn't mean shit.
It does when you're a fan and you want it done a certain way.
Basically, all you're saying is you'll be pissed when they don't let you be a part of it, which they won't.
I would
unless
be.
you're an extra.
I would be mad.
Yeah,
I would be very resentful at that
There's
point.
no
just
way
'cause
on
I'm
earth
like,
you'd be able to get an audition for any Hollywood movie right now. There's no way.
I think I could.
Really? How? Prove it. Do it. Go.
What do you want?
I want you to do. I want you to get an actual audition.
Okay.
For a speaking role.
Okay.
In a movie that has a budget of at least $30 million.
Okay, I'll try. I won't be upset if I don't make it, though. Like, that's the thing. You want me to be like, fuck the world and fuck Hollywood.
Sometimes
I
they
don't
do
get
have
mad at
open casting
auditions.
calls, but they be in Los Angeles, right? Like,
yeah, so whatever. It's the
the-
fucking grinder.
The open casting calls I have for anywhere around here would be like for extras.
Yeah, but
It's
again,
not impossible that I mean, this has happened before that an extra has gotten a role before.
yeah, but I wouldldn't be upset. Like, I would just go in, do my
It's just
shit.
funny to
and
me that you
fucking
think you
leave.
just be like, I want to do this, so I can do it. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
all right attitude I had of, I guess, but like,
if I ever have an MMA fight, I'm not gonna go into it going, "This is the one and only shot I have." It'll be, I'm fucking having an MMA fight. I'm gonna go in there and see what I can do. I'm not one of those people that take shit seriously or really.
are you serious? You don't take
Yeah.
shit seriously?
Not in that context of acting and everything. You can't. You gotta have fun with the role if you're gonna fucking
Dumb
do it.
conversation. Ray's gonna be in the next Marvel movie because he said so.
I would love that, to be honest
Me
with
too,
you.
but still.
It would help.
Didn't they just
it would
have
help the
auditions for
brand.
Blade in Cleveland?
Dude. Well, I mean, since they pushed that back a while, I think we can.
Did
Yeah, they
I think
pushed
they
that
let me
back.
be an extra vampire. Yeah, here we go. Ready? I got it. Ready? Right, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah.
what a fat vampire? That's cool. That's progressive." Gotcha.
Representation is important.
There it is. Like, you're gonna ask me to stop shaking. My 5-year-old niece
No,
asked
they
me
would
why my
add
hand
that.
was shaking. My 5-year-old niece asked me why my hand was shaking the other day. I said, well, I have something called a tremor. It means my hand shakes even when I don't try. It just does it on its own. I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything. It just shakes no matter what. And she didn't seem really interested in the explanation, but I just told her the truth.
I have hiccups. Fuck.
Great.
Keep talking.
Mic off. Where'd Thomas go? To feed the cat?
Yes.
You know, this is the thing. Like, people come in. We've already talked about the fights. How's everybody doing? What we got? You're surrounded by high witches. What is it? Pulse. Oh yeah, Kardashian. Yeah, kind of right. I did see a bit by stand-up bit by Pete Davidson where he said he got checked for AIDS because Kanye told him he has AIDS. It's like, I'm pretty sure I don't have AIDS, but fuck, Kanye's a pretty smart guy. I think maybe I do have AIDS. You're right there, buddy. You gonna make it? Well, if Ray pukes,
Can't get rid of him
first time.
Tits. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
Let's just do dead air for a while too, Ray.
This is when you talk, Tim.
No, I've already talked. I'm talking. I'm waiting for you. This is your time to shine. Go.
Fuck you.
We're show on the internet. Nah.
I can't even. Oh.
We're show on the internet. Good morning, Glendale. Anyway, so I didn't win anything at the gun show, but my father, first time I saw my father, the only time I saw my father is when we went to the show, because he left the next day. So, and Friday I was in the hospital. Thursday night, I slept, I think, basically the whole day. I was up once to eat and I went back to bed. Basically the whole day Friday I slept. Yeah. So, yeah, it was Friday. So I saw him Saturday. They come to pick me up. I get in my my brother's car, and my dad's sitting there in like this shirt. It's like it's camo, but it's like orange camo, and it's loud as fuck. And I'm like, Dad, what is that shirt? I'm like, we can see you from space. What is that? He's like, I love this shirt. He said his wife won't let him wear it when they're together. This is so ridiculous. He's like, I'm not allowed to wear it. So I'll wear it here because I'm never allowed to wear it. Which is good because you know what? When my dad was walking around,
good on your dad for wearing high res. Good on him.
When he was walking around, I was trying to. I never had a problem finding him because he stood out a lot. I have a picture of the shirt. I mean, I don't have. All right, so because I was picked up right before the main event of this card, so I saw all the fights until the Oliveira Mahka fight. Then I was picked up, so I'm like, I don't want to know. I paid for this pay-per-view. I do not want to know who won this fight. And I have like news alerts that pop up on my phone, even when I don't touch anything. So I'm like, if I fucking look at my phone, I'm going to get spoiled. So I didn't look at my phone the entire time. The ride there, ride back at the place. I didn't even look to check the time. I didn't win an AK-47. I tried. Well, I was really hoping I was going to win the AR-15. Anyway, I didn't look at my phone the whole time. So I didn't take it out to take a picture of my father's shirt, which I wish I would have, but I'll send it to Thomas. I have a picture of it from the Walmart website, which is where he got it. Walmart. So you know it's classy.
Already, I'm intrigued.
Here we go. This is the shirt my father was wearing. I'm thinking about getting my brother one for Christmas.
I want to see Thomas's react. Thomas is not even like flummoxed by it. He's like, yeah, I see this all the time. And he's like,
all my uncles have this shirt.
And he wonders why I won't go to the gun show.
Yeah. This is what my dad wore to the gun show.
Let's see it.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Can you tell how bright it is from that picture?
Oh wow. Hold on.
It's very
I'm
bright.
gonna full screen on this because I
Yeah,
want
because
to.
I feel like what I'm seeing on my laptop doesn't look like it's as bright as. Okay, maybe if I do this, it's very bright. If you can't tell, I
It
promise
looks like
you,
he's
it's
about to
very
go to a
bright.
Browns tailgate.
The thing is, there's also a yellow one that he also owns, and that might be worse. But these are $20. I'm thinking about buying my brother one for Christmas.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this. I would wear that shirt. I would wear that shirt out. I really would.
I'm not surprised you would.
I would
Thing is, if I
wear
buy it
that
for
in
my
a
brother, he
stand-up
will wear it.
in a stand-up context too. I don't know why. It just appeals to me.
They have like 3 different colors. That would just be that's your new stage outfit. Just
Pretty
that.
much, yeah.
That
Pretty
shirt.
much.
That is like a shirt a hack would wear on stage.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why I want it, because I'm a hack.
But anyway, again, his wife won't let him wear it when they're together.
I don't understand.
That's where he
why.
wore it when he came out here because he wasn't allowed. But she's right. It's a terrible shirt.
I want to get your dad on this show wearing that shirt and having his wife go, "Why you in the background? Why you gotta wear that shirt? It's so dumb." Like I want every single minute of that.
I feel like we'd have to pre-tape an interview with my dad just in case. Depends if he's drinking or not.
Because I want, well, no, yeah, pre-tape the Daddy Danko drinking tape. That would be just telling me how Danko was as a kid. I want that.
No, you don't. No, we're not gonna get there. Well, number one, he wasn't. I didn't see him a lot when I was a kid.
Okay, then we'll have your mom.
I saw him like a couple times a year. I saw him, so.
Okay, then
we'll
have
really
your mom
get that
on.
experience. But I don't know. I'll probably call me fat on the show. Which is fine.
I mean, you did buy. You technically did buy pay money for a treadmill you hang clothes on. So
there's no clothes on that. Thank you very much.
I totally doubt that.
Do you really? Are you really gonna make me move the camera? Because there's zero. I promise you, there's zero clothes on it. No, because the clothes are all other places. It is clean. There's nothing on that thing.
Yeah, I know. Not even a drop of Tim Danko's sweat.
A couple especially not that. You know what? If anything, there's fucking mold on it. There's black mold in the corner. That's what happens when your friend fucking vapes in your basement when you tell him
no,
black
it's
mold.
Not.
Yeah, there's black mold over there because of fucking you.
Don't blame me for your black mold.
Speaking of black mold. There's black mold over there.
Speaking of black mold, I felt like that comment was weird.
Fuck out of that goddamn. No wonder you're having so many health issues.
Ray, you tell me to get in shape, I'm not going to listen to you. So don't tell me. How often do you see your dad now? Not that often.
No wonder my nose is.
I saw him last weekend. I saw him in March. And I saw him a year ago. So that's basically, we're talking twice a year, maybe. And both times I saw him for one day this year. Both times. Like I hung out with him one day.
Aw.
I started to get him to watch Peacemaker and he was, well, it's all right. It's not a big deal. Like we don't have a lot in common. So when I'm there with him and not without my brother, it's kind of weird because we just try to fight for stuff to talk about.
Aw.
No, don't aw. It's fine. It's just... Neither of us are really great. I think I'm better than he is at it, but I feel like neither of us are good about pretending we are interested in things we're not interested in. I'm better at it than he is, but he's definitely not good at it.
That's where
this is fine. That's fine.
My dad being like past and everything. We bonded over a lot of shit. Like me and my dad had a lot of shit we could talk about and all that kind of stuff. Me and my dad didn't, but
that's fine. It's fine. I mean, him and my brother are different. They're into a lot of the same shit, right? That's why my brother talks to my dad a lot more than I do. But listen, I have no doubt in my mind that my father loves me a lot.
I imagine. I would hope
it's
so.
Just, I love my dad. It's just we just don't have a lot of common. That's all. But no, our relationship now as an adult is good. It's good.
Good.
I don't see him a ton because he lives. I mean, I don't know if I told you guys this. I know you guys know, but the chat, it sounds like he just ignores me. But no, he lives 6 hours away drive.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's why I don't see him. It's not like he lives across town and I don't see him. Like my stepfather, that's different. That's all on him, but that's fine. But no,
It's
he
a
lives
step
far
down.
away. That's why I don't see my dad that much, is because he lives far away. But he came out for this gun raffle because he's a fan of gun raffles, and apparently all the gun raffles by him suck compared to this one. He likes this one a lot more.
Nice. I'm gonna have to come next year. I want to see you.
It's a fun time, dude. I have a blast.
I'm not coming.
All right, Thomas isn't coming. That's fine.
Thomas,
I didn't
I'll
win
hold
anything,
your
but I did.
shoulder the
did ask
entire
me to-
time
I did
to
draw a
let them
ticket for
know
somebody.
that you're marked for a good thing. All
What is
right.
this? I did
Dogzilla.
draw a ticket for somebody. They asked me to, and I had tickets for it, and I didn't draw my own ticket.
That is weird looking.
Dogzilla, the
Oh,
dog
Lord.
that eats a city. I'd be down for it.
Honey, I blew up the Chihuahua.
There's a game I've been meaning to play called Grounded, which is basically Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, the game.
I see so many like just games for like PS4 that are actually real games. I see weird ads for them like that. I'm not gonna buy this, but it seems hilarious. Like Lawn Mower Simulator.
Yes, Power Wash Simulator.
Yeah,
I
and,
spent $20 on Power
until
Wash
these
Simulator.
are like hard copy discs for PS4.
Yeah,
and also it's a game where you can't park or something like that. It's a parking game. You fucking park.
Yeah, it's fucking wacky. Oh god, what's Super Carl? No.
No. That can't be a real movie. The Chihuahua movie, is it real? Probably.
No, I don't think so.
But it was a nice. That was a nice poster.
We're gonna make it.
right
We're gonna make one called Bieberzilla. Where's Bieber?
Bieberzilla. It's two twins that have a cat they control.
Tell you what, I'll talk about it more when it happens. But before the Major League Baseball season, the World Baseball Classic's happening, and I'm very excited for that to be back. I don't know if any Guardians will play for Team USA, though. I feel like the only ones that would play would either be Bieber or McKenzie if they want to. We'll find out. We'll see. Anyway, that should be fun. I would love to go to Arizona. I looked up ticket prices for playing, and I won't be able to swing it. It's too much, especially if I want to do another trip this year. Anyway, starts in a couple weeks. I told Ray we're doing this. Just like the Little League World Series, we're going to do World Cup tequila cleanses.
FIFA World Cup tequila cleanses will be a thing.
I don't know if I feel like having my alcoholic life in control by somebody from goddamn Niger.
No. Iran is.
We beat the poo-poo. We beat the people with the ball made the poo-poo. All right.
Ghana's weird. We have like a weird international rivalry with Ghana and like in soccer, but you talk about like the two countries back to they barely have running. I'm not talking shit, but I'm saying like they barely have running water, so it's weird that we're a rival with them in sports.
We
Good
want
for them.
to have
They
the
have a good
running
team.
water too.
They have a good team, and a lot of Ghanans are professional soccer players. Anyway, I feel like we got the USA is a pretty solid team this year. They should be able to get out of the group. Right? The group is England, Iran, Wales, and them. So hopefully maybe they draw with England and beat the other two.
I don't know. We
and
could
then
beat
get out.
Iran probably, but England and Wales.
Wales
is
is small. They don't have that much.
Welsh
listen.
soccer.
They're a small country.
Small country don't mean
England? No.
shit.
We're gonna listen. We're gonna.
Where the hell is that Pele motherfucker?
We're gonna be Wales.
I think
he's
dead,
Brazilian.
isn't he?
Remember when he played for the what is it called? The Cosmos, New York Cosmos? Anyway, what I was gonna say. Fuck. Oh. We've never lost to England in the World Cup. The two times we played them in the World Cup, it was a draw, and there's a movie about it starring Gerard Butler. And the fucking lead singer Gavin Rossdale from Bush is in this movie too. Because he used to play professional soccer. Fun fact. I forget what it's called, but it's about the American World Cup team in like the 20s or something like that beat England. Anyway, all money goes to sports. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, especially really. I mean,
especially,
really
yeah.
there, right? I mean, well, Qatar has a lot of money, but like what they've done, number one, the bribing they had to do to get the World Cup, the amount they had to pay to build all these stadiums. I think almost all of them are new. And one of them they're not going to use ever again for soccer. They said so. They're going to turn it into like a community building or some sort. I don't know. It's wacky. And a lot of people have died making building those stadiums, and it's ridiculous. They should have taken the World Cup from them a long time ago. Anyway, And all their players aren't from Qatar. That's fun too. They've been just bringing in immigrants and giving them fake names. It's kind of hilarious. Anyway, that's true.
I'm wrong with that.
I mean, they know they're doing it, so obviously they're following the loopholes, whatever. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that all their players are from Africa, most of them, because I mean, Qatar's a tiny, tiny country. Like they're not, have a lot.
Roberto Hernandez.
Pretty
Total
much,
dictatorship.
it's something. I don't know. They have a lot of oil money. I know that much. It's one of those countries where like everybody who's born there just gets money. They just get government money.
Where the fuck is my oil rig? I need an oil rig in this bitch.
Yes.
All right. Do you have a yard? Well, you're renting. You rent, right? So but if you had a house, you can lease your yard if they want it. People do that.
Yeah.
My family has a lot of land leased.
That's it. I'm going to the old house. I'm gonna start digging.
My grandparents and my mother, then me and my brother. It's like eventually we'll get I don't know if anything will be left by the time it gets to us, but
could happen.
I don't want anyone to die, so it's just I'm waiting patiently. Anyway, but yeah, the World Cup, if we don't, even if we lose to England, if we beat Iran and Wales, if we tie England, I don't know. Hopefully we'll be all right. We have a decent team. We have Pulisic, who's a great player, and I want to at least get to the knockout stage.
Yes. Yeah, let's get out of our group and then see what happens. I
love the World Cup. I'm disappointed I haven't seen one in 8 years because we didn't make the last one. Because soccer's really fun if you're invested, and I don't get super invested. I mean, I went to the Columbus Crew game and I went and I paid money, so I was invested in that, and that was great. But I want the United States to win, especially in soccer, because I know it pisses everybody off when they lose to the U.S. in soccer, and that's understandable. But at least men's soccer. But no, I'm invested in it, so it's exciting. Anyway, Tom and Ray, they don't know who Tim is gonna pick this week and Seiko or Blueho. I guess they'll have to wait and see. Who is Tim's hero of the week? Na, 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 na. All right, I have some nominations. Let me take a look here.
All right.
First nomination. I talked about this before. Donovan Mitchell has scored 100 points in 3 games. That's just pretty sweet. That's a way to start out with the Cavs. What?
I said that's slick.
It's something. That's pretty cool. Also, speaking of slick, Robin Lopez the other day made a backward shot from his ass, basically. Like, you see that shot, Thomas?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty great. I was excited when they signed Robin Lopez. Like, he's not going to be a game changer, really, but he's one of those glue guys you like to have off your bench.
I was like, when the fuck does Varejao come back?
Who's he with?
His hair is pretty.
His hair looks just like Varejao.
Yeah.
Who's he with?
I have no idea. I think he retired. I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he's retired too. Maybe he's playing in Brazil or some shit. He's Brazilian, correct? Grant Sands was on the list for getting his money and running, apparently, if he's like shaving points in a college football game. So when I went to the game 2 of the wild card series with my brother, the Guardians and the Rays, there was a play where Oscar Gonzalez, I believe he was on first base and he slid back into first base from a pickoff play, and he broke his belt. And then the sitting there, Sandy Alomar, first base coach, was just like, all right, here's my belt. So he just gives him his belt and gives it to him so they don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just take my belt. And he played the rest of the game with it and ended up hitting a 15th inning home run, walk-off home run. Cooperstown wants the belt.
Yep.
There's at the Hall of Fame, there's a room where all the MLB teams, it's like there's a setup for every major league team, and they have like relatively new kind of memorabilia, like in each box for each team. I think it's like a locker. There's a locker for each team, and they have like some new stuff or whatever. Last time I was there, they had like Mike Clevenger shoes and something else. So anyway, so they're gonna have the belt there in Cooperstown for a little bit. So that's pretty cool. So I never saw that before, like a guy give his belt to somebody else, because I don't know. See if I can remember the story without looking it up. There was a farmer in Australia who breeds dogs, Kelpies, which are working dogs. He just sold one for $31,000 at an auction. I think the equivalent of almost 50 Australian dollars, 50,000, but 31,000 American dollars. I think the most impressive part about that is like he sold it to a farmer, obviously, but it's like you spend a lot. If you're a farmer and that's your livelihood, you spend a lot of money on equipment, right? Equipment costs a lot more than $31,000. So the fact, I mean, this shows how big of a deal dogs are in that kind of farming that you would pay $31,000 for a dog based on the bloodline. I don't know. Seemed badass to me. The guy breeds dogs. He got 31 grand for breeding dogs. His inbred dogs, probably.
Oh, geez.
Inbred dogs.
Probably.
Jeez.
He says it's the same bloodline for like 50 years or some shit. So I'm like, yeah, that's fucking
Okay.
inbred. Anyway, this week's Hero of the Week. We talked about it before. But my dudes, Bill Stone and Bob McClure, are my heroes of the week. Because I was feeling like garbage at the comedy club. If you didn't hear me say it before, I was on stage saying I was going to die. And mostly I was sweaty, which is not new, sweaty thing, but my pulse was like 130 sitting, which is weird for me.
Yeah.
That's not new. I mean, that's not something that happens. So I don't know what's going on. And they looking at me like, dude, you're pale. Like, maybe you should go to the hospital. I'm like, I think I'm all right. Then it kind of getting worse as I was sitting there. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So Bill took me to the hospital. Bob was hosting, so he finished the show and he came over later. And well, the hospital was actually is only across. You know that hospital is across the street from the Funny Stop. It's like behind the KFC. There's a hospital right there.
Yeah, talking about.
Yeah. So they took me there, and I got in right away. And I don't know, the hospital was great. They were all nice and whatever. Did a bunch of tests, which I'm sure I have to pay out the ass for. I'm waiting for that bill. But those guys came and I kept telling them to leave. But they stayed for like 2 hours.
They should.
They didn't need to.
They're good guys.
They knew I was fine at that point. They knew I was good, but yeah, no, they're great dudes. And like I said before, like I don't feel like I deserve people being that nice to me sometimes. Like, I mean, I don't do anything wrong, but I'm like, what am I doing right? You know? So
you're a good dude, man.
Am I?
Yes.
Yep.
Why?
We wouldn't be doing a weekly podcast with you if you were a piece of shit.
No, but the point is, it makes you, you know,
I mean, you
have
your
you
piece
that
of
you're
shit
not a piece of shit.
tendencies, but
Although you try not to be a piece of shit, right? You try to have decent person. It reminds you that you must not be that terrible. And someone, guys like that will go out of their way for you like that, and they didn't need to. Anyway, my dudes, Bill Stone and Bob McClure, this week's Hero of the Week. All right, yeah, Silver Car, I'm good, buddy. Thank you. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe dehydration. I get like that a lot, but I don't know. I've had a lot of tests and haven't found anything yet, but I get some weird stuff going on. I know with the sleep apnea, and that's probably a lot of it. But
it's your weight. You need to start getting on the treadmill.
Shut up, Ray. You know who told me it's my weight? You know who says it's my weight? No doctor has said that to me. That doesn't mean it's not true. I just won't say it out loud.
Probably. So
thank you. Man.
I can see them being in the thing. We have this guy, Tim Danko, comes in a lot. Weight's an issue, but you can't say anything because he looks too liberal.
Damn.
I don't want him to tell me. I actually like when they do tell me. I need to hear it.
We need the doctor from
I don't need to hear it from fucking alcoholic Ray Highclack. I need to hear it from a medical professional. Not you.
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm halfway to bribing one to fucking tell you, Tim, you're too fat. You need to...
Thomas, I told Ray earlier, like when Alan tells me that stuff, I'm cool with it. I'm like, thanks, man. Thanks for looking out. When Ray says it, I'm like, fucking shut up, Ray. Maybe it's the bachelor's degree in psychology. Maybe that's what it is.
Probably.
Maybe it's his high up job at Verizon that makes him, or I don't know. Maybe because he's not fat. Maybe that's what it is.
I'll take a job at Verizon right now. God damn it.
I'll get you one, maybe.
But I think it's time for us to hit the hay. We appreciate everybody watching on the MMA holes. We also, by the way, appreciate Maz for checking in and telling Tim he's an idiot for his horrible nickname of a show.
Episode name. It was great, by the way. It was hilarious.
I'm gonna
listen a couple times. Ray, you said you fucking loved it. You fucking did.
I
You
did.
shut up.
It was. I'm fucking with
Listen,
you.
a handful of times I've made myself laugh with episode names because they're just so ridiculous. They're like that was one flaming hot Cheeto. Pretty soon we're gonna have the second edition of the chocolate pie dish and the turkey flavored water.
Yes.
Thanksgiving show. That
That'll
will
come
always be
up
our Thanksgiving
in November. So that'll be fun. But we appreciate every
Show.
single.
How about we
person
do a
who-
show on Black Friday and we just eat leftovers on the show? Just...
if there isn't an AIW show, I would be glad to do that show.
Pretend fights.
I love pro wrestling. But anyway, we appreciate everybody. The MMAholes.com is the place. Also, we have at the bottom of in the description, we have our link tree set up so you can go to all of our social media apps right from there, and hopefully you click on the link down below. And yeah, like I said, this is always a fun time. We had tequila quinces tonight, and
I stole one.
Yes, Tim still owes one. And for Tim Danko, Thomas Pope, Ray Highclack, and we will see you at the Kumite.
Listen, Halloween show. I told you guys a month ago to dress up. Neither of you guys. I went Halloween once again with my Mick Foley costume brought to you by Extreme Depression.